Hi everyone, how's it going? We are here live from GoPlay Northwest. We're gonna play some Monsterhearts, lovingly facilitated by Ross over there, Ross Cowman. I was gonna facilitate it, but then Ross was like, I could too, and I'm like, yes, do it, please, because I don't know enough about the game really to be facilitating.
You would have done a great job.
Anything. Yeah, so this just makes my life easier because I can just cause problems this way. So you may be looking at this table and being like, who are we? Who is playing this lovely game with us? I mean, except for Nadja, who everybody knows. But but so let's start off with the introductions and stuff. I think that's probably the best way to do this. So you may know me. This is my channel. We live here. I'm Distracted Elf. My pronouns are she, her. And I'm really excited to play this game. I have a ghoul in front of me that I'm looking forward to building. Who wants to go next?
I can go next.
Please.
Hi, I'm Alice, also known as Tafcat around the internet. There's like a very, very small percent chance you know me from something. Anyways, hi, I'm playing Infernal. I've played or GM'd so much Monsterhearts in my life, so I'm so happy to actually be able to play it again. So yeah, that's about it.
Cool. Next.
Great. Hey, I'm April Kit Walsh. I am at PrillKit on Twitter. I'm looking forward to being a horrible human/inhuman being in Monsterhearts, having played some characters who are on the sweeter side. That is not what's going to happen with this werewolf character.
Yeah.
Hi, I'm Krista, at Krabasaur on Twitch and Twitter and social media, and I hang around and chat and post stupid stuff on Twitter. So.
Speaking of posting stupid stuff on Twitter, it's me. I'm Nadja Hatikra, aka Trista Ray. You've probably seen me shit posting in somebody's Twitch channel at some point. But I'm here to play Monsterhearts today, and I'm going to be playing a professional shit poster. So.
And of course, last but not least.
Hello, my name's Ross Cowman, at Ross Cowman, I know. Yeah, you might know me as the owner of Heart of the Deernicorn, and I designed some games like Fall of Magic, and I helped out and played a very small role in the development of Monsterhearts 2, and I'm really excited to be emceeing for all of you wonderful people.
We're excited to have you.
Yay! Great.
So yeah, so that's you know, the initial out of game introductions. We haven't yet made anything. And I'm going to pass it off to Ross to like facilitate this stuff because I'm kind of talking like I own this right now, and I don't. It's all Ross's. I'm just here.
Well, thank you so much.
So please, Ross,
thank you.
Take over.
It's an honor.
Yeah.
Okay, great. So everyone, welcome to Monsterhearts. Before every story game, there are 3 really important things I like to share. The first thing, number 1, is that these games are like a conversation, and the same rules about being a good conversationalist apply. We want to listen, we want to ask questions, and we want to pay attention to the things that other people are contributing and give people space to talk. Some of us aren't as extroverted as others, and it's important to give people space to, when they need that. The second thing is to think small and don't plan too far ahead. Similarly to when you're having a conversation with someone that's decided how the whole conversation is going to go, when you're playing a story game with someone that's decided how the whole story is going to go, it's not very fun and it is hard to be interactive. So when it's time to make up something, just have those little, think small and let the story be something kind of wild, that we are creating together, kind of like a Ouija board that we all have our hand on. And then lastly, we're going to use a safety tool called the X card. And the way that works is that if something in the story is coming up that is somehow spoiling your fun or making you feel uncomfortable, it could be anything at all. Just let us know that you would like to X card it, and you can just kind of do a little X like this, or just say, hey, could we X this, or hey, this thing's making me feel really uncomfortable, and we will just edit that out of the story, or we can kind of roll back and do it differently. We can skip ahead, whatever's needed. No questions asked. But right now, do any of you have any questions for me?
Not at the outset, I would say, Ross. We've got our sheets in front of us here,
okay,
and I think we're ready to kick it off.
So,
certainly.
To begin, I would ask that we take turns reading the title of the skin, or reading the introduction for the skin that you have chosen in your best melodramatic voice.
We're talking about the under part
Yeah,
here?
yeah. So we're gonna introduce these skins to each other, and let's just go ahead and start with you, Naja, and then we'll go.
Yeah. So I'm playing the queen. You're one of the special ones, a sovereign beauty. You deserve more than the rest of this wretched world does. You deserve the will and worship of those around you. And it's not only because you're better than them. It's because you make them better, stronger, more beautiful, complete. They'd be nothing without you.
Hi, I'm playing the Infernal. At first, it seemed innocent. It gave you things, made you feel good about yourself. You came to it with your problems and it fixed them. When you asked how you could return the favor, it told you to be patient, that debts would be settled in due time. That was the first time you heard it mention debts. You got Satan as your corner man, or a demon in your brain, or maybe the stars glow just for you. Regardless, you owe a debt to something much bigger and much scarier than you'll ever be.
Alright, so I'm playing the ghoul, which is typical of me. And it says, "Death changed you. It took away your contemplative joy. It dulled your senses and it left you impossibly hungry. That hunger is always with you like a hum in your ears that swells and crescendos until you can't hear anything else. Unattended, it will come to dominate you, but feeding it may be just as bad. There's a certain beauty to what you've become. A gaunt body, its unnatural form, it draws people in. Your stark disinterest is beguiling, but underneath that disaffected presentation, the hunger. The hunger."
I'm playing the Fae. At the edges of this world, just beyond the veil, there are colors that few mortals even dream of. Beauty enough to shatter any heart. The Fae live and breathe at the edges of the world. They keep at a dusting of that magic tucked behind their ears, just in case. And the Fae are willing to share. They're nothing if not generous, asking for the only thing in return, a promise. Keep it, and the true identity and the true beauty of the world will be revealed. Break it, and feel the wrath of the fairy vengeance.
The werewolf. Everyone around you seems so willing to color within the lines, to play the roles they're handed. They've been tamed, domesticated. You are of a different stock. You've broken down the fence built to contain you. You've howled at the moon and heard it howl back. Now the transformation is complete. This is what you were always meant to be, wild, unwavering, alive.
Excellent. Next, if you would, choose a name and a look for your character.
Ah, yes.
So one lovely thing that Avery has done in the spirit of Apocalypse World by Vincent and McGay Baker is included these really lovely lists of names for us to pick from and lists of moves and lists of looks. Oh yes, and you're going to choose your eyes and your origin, and you can just go ahead and circle those things.
Yeah, the like top section. Of
Yeah, totally.
thing. I mean, I have to pick this name. It's the best one on the whole list. 100%.
Am I like de facto a cult leader?
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Not necessarily. You
You're
have
a
a few
YouTube
choices
star.
that you
I
can make.
mean, as a YouTube star.
A little bit, yeah.
Well, we'll talk about the moves in a minute, but yeah.
People know you.
Okay, and so let's go ahead and give everyone a moment to finish choosing those things.
I gotta go for this.
Okay, and then next, go ahead and look over those lists of stats. You have a couple choices of stats to choose from. I'm going to talk about what each one means. So the 4 stats in this game are hot, cold, volatile, and dark. And those all come into play with the moves in the game. And the stats are going to be rated from -1 to 2. If you have, at the beginning, having a high number in a stat means that when you act using that kind of stat, things are going to tend to go well for you. Having a low number means that things are going to be difficult for you.
Because you're basically rolling 2d6 and then adding whatever your stat is.
Exactly.
Right? Yeah.
And both are really cool fictionally. You might want to be the kind of person that is just whenever they're trying to hit on somebody, it just goes terrible for them, and that can be really interesting fictionally. One thing about story games like Monsterhearts are that your ability to make interesting things happen in the story isn't directly related to your individual power as a character. So failing is can be also really awesome and exciting. So go ahead and look over the stats. So the meanings of them: hot is gets used by the moves like turn someone on. It refers to like how charismatic, attractive you are. Cold gets used for shut somebody down, and it's how like kind of dispassionate and like cool. Like it's also used for keeping your cool like in a tense or scary situation. Volatile is that that kind of fiery, angry, kind of like violent energy. It gets used for the move lash out, and I think does it get used for run away as well?
It does get used
It
for run
does,
away
yeah.
as well.
Okay.
Yes.
Run away. And then dark is like kind of spooky, mysterious, maybe magical. Gets used for the move gaze into the abyss, which is a weird spooky move that we'll address when it comes up in that. Yeah, that we'll address if that comes up in play. So go ahead and choose one of those groups of stats, and then there should be a place. Is it on this page or is it on the next page where you actually write those things down? Is there just two
I
pages?
think it's just a
Point
list.
to the line.
Yeah, it's just a list.
Oh, it's just a list now. Okay,
Yeah,
great.
look, we have like a little line.
Got it.
Just little check mark next
Okay,
to it.
fantastic, great. I'm OG, so I'm still used to the
Yeah, I
old,
feel that.
the old ones, right? Okay, so go ahead and choose one of those lists and maybe look up it when you're done. And if like you pick something and you decide you're like, I really wish I'd done that, just like erase it and do it, and I probably won't notice.
Yeah.
Okay, so after you've done that, you are going to choose your character's unique moves. So everyone, so go over to the moves section, and it's going to tell you something like, you might find one of those moves is already filled in, and ask you to choose some number of other moves. So go ahead and pick one of those, and also don't worry too much if you choose something and decide that you made a wrong choice or wish you had something else later. That's totally fine. So go ahead and go through that section, and I'll be kind of talking you through it a little bit.
I'm gonna go for this one.
Also, what's the queen named?
The queen is named Jacqueline.
Thank you.
Jackie Price on YouTube, Twitter.
Also Instagram.
Oh, Instagram.
Never forget your
We're
Instagram.
never forgetting.
And Alice, what's your name?
I'm Chloe Pierce.
And Violet?
I don't have a last name, but Morgan.
That's fine. Krista?
I'm Iris Riverlark.
Harry Faye.
Damn, everybody has a last name.
Saoirse Finch.
Saoirse.
You're not a real person.
Another
It's
bird.
fine.
Yay! Birds.
Chat, give me a last name. I have it right here. So.
No, Elf is just psychically linked to chat.
I'm waiting, chat.
No pressure.
Oh yeah, we gotta write that down on the card.
Oh yeah.
Have you picked your extra move yet, Iris? Iris Riverlark.
I think I'm gonna go with Beyond the Veil.
Beyond the Veil. Thank you very much. Okay.
Thank you.
And I believe if you're interested in kind of reading along with the skins and some of the basic moves, these are all available. The skins and a lot of the reference materials are available to download at the author's website, which is buriedwithoutceremony.com. So if you
Ooh,
wanna
the shoutouts.
check some of
Yeah.
that stuff.
Ah, yes.
Okay, people are still making some sweet choices over there.
Yeah.
Um, hunger? What do you hunger
So
for, Morgan?
I went for the hunger for fear.
For fear.
Good one.
Oh dear.
For fear. You're apologizing for what is to come, perhaps.
Of course.
What other moves did you choose?
I also chose satiety. I don't even know how to pronounce it. Society.
Is that how you say that?
The one that's like
Satiate.
when you satiate a hunger, choose
Yeah.
one.
Got
Heal
it.
one harm, mark experience, or take one forward. I also took short rest for the wicked, which is when you die, wait it out. A few hours later, you wake up fully healed.
Fantastic, thank you.
Standard.
And then Chloe.
Yes. I start with Soldat.
Yes, I know that one. I'm familiar with that one.
Yep. First one I took the Infernal move is Under Pressure. If someone has 3 or more
You don't
strength-
have to read out the moves
Oh,
right now. I don't want to
Awesome.
barrage people with stuff.
So Under Pressure, and then for bargains, I have Elsewise Power and Uncanny Voices.
Great, thank you.
Ooh.
Okay. So what I'm doing right now is just kind of like looking for some of the moves really change the narrative in really like powerful ways. So I'm just kind of like looking for that stuff.
Yeah, because you're a first edition mostly, right?
Well, I've read through second edition. I would do that in first edition too. But sometimes it's useful to note, like for instance,
when it like changes the narrative.
For instance, like Iris chose a move which specifically involves contacting the Fairy King.
Oh, so that's important. Yeah.
I need to make sure, and like you chose a move that only triggers when you die.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I'm gonna a little bit of a teaching game. I wouldn't normally say this if I was facilitating it, but like, so you're interested in your character. So I know you're interested in your character dying
reckless,
this game, and I know that you're interested in contacting the Fairy King this game. So I'm just making little notes about that.
Totally.
That is what I am doing.
Oh, I also had one that was like already assigned to me, but I don't
Yes,
know.
I know about that.
Okay.
Yeah, no worries. And then, what strength did you choose for your clique?
They're cultists.
They're cultists. Thank you very much. Okay.
They're cult of beauty. Okay.
We'll get into it. We'll get into it. And then what second move did you choose?
Streaming.
Streaming, of course, of course.
We're gonna be super on the nose this entire game.
Yes, very on the nose.
Shout out to our current tech producer as well, Eric Vulgaris, who's like off the side here. Just so you guys know who's like doing all this stuff.
And Saoirse, what moves did you choose?
Primal Dominance.
Okay.
And Heightened Senses.
Ooh,
Even though I
I-
suck at it at the moment, I'm going to have fun following my nose into danger.
Yeah.
Eyebrow Waggle.
Okay, fantastic. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, great. So I'll give everyone another. Is anybody still choosing moves?
Oh.
Okay, great.
No, I think we're good.
So next we're going to go around and do a quick round of introductions. So when it's your turn, I'd like you to tell us your name, your look, your eyes, origin, and your outlook on life. Just maybe talk a little bit about what your general
a little bit
outlook
about the
on life
character,
is.
yeah.
And I'll ask you a couple questions. And the rest of us will just kind of like witness and listen to that. So go ahead, let's start with you, Naja. I mean Jacqueline, Jackie Price.
Yeah, so I'm Jackie Price. You probably know who I am. I am talkative. I have pretty eyes, very cleanly contoured, of course. And I am a cult leader, but it's not like a weird thing. It's just like some people are really into beauty. Did you want like stats and other stuff, or is that?
I'm just interested in your name and you're looking in general, like what's your outlook on life?
Okay, so I want to be a YouTube star. I'm not quite there yet. I only have like 500,000 followers, subscribers. But it's really like you have to maintain your personal brand, and a lot of people in high school don't really understand that yet. But they'll learn.
Lessons chat.
So, what's your family like?
Well, my dad is never home, but that's fine because he doesn't get it anyway. And my mom she's the one that really got me into beauty products. So she's very supportive and buys all of my makeup when I'm not sponsored.
Cool. So you said your channel is like beauty focused.
Yeah, beauty and lifestyle.
So what's the key to looking beautiful?
Really master contouring. Like, it's surprising how much you can change a face by adding highlights and shadow.
Cool. Thank you very much.
Please like and subscribe.
Chloe.
So, not terribly long ago, I was a not so confident band geek, and then bullied, picked on, beaten the shit out of. Then something contacted me, offered me money and power and confidence. Now I'm the girl I've always dreamed of. Piercings, green highlights in my hair. I don't take shit from anyone. I'm not willing to. I'm not afraid to throw down anymore. I'm fighting back finally.
Tell us about your look. What do you look like?
Yeah, like so. Black hair, green highlights, piercings like all up on this ear, and like lip piercings and eyebrow. Usually like very like tall combat boots, fishnets with holes in them, short leather jackets.
So Chloe, you said someone came to you and offered you power.
Yeah.
What's their name?
So came to me is a strong word. One day I got a text from not a number, it just said 6. No actual phone number. And they said that they could give me everything I've ever wanted. And all I had to do was nothing at the moment and just be patient. And I said okay. When I woke up, I had just felt more alive than I've ever felt in my entire life.
Mm-hmm. And how do you mostly is like text how you mostly communicate with this person? Have you ever met them in person?
They'd say I'd see him eventually, but text for now.
Okay, cool. Thank you. So Morgan, could you please tell us a little bit about yourself?
I'm the kind of person who sits at the back of the class and is completely unmotivated by anything that's happening. Sometimes it feels like I'm not even there, really. It's very, unnecessary. Sort of straight postured, stiff-backed, and unassuming. I look like I could be asleep with my eyes open almost 90% of the time. Always wear long sleeves, long pants, keep as much of myself covered as possible. And yeah, I think that's pretty much a good description.
What's your outlook on life, Morgan?
I question my own motivation, you know? It's sort of like, there are things that are fun, but those things often involve other people being in the way in some respect. It's difficult to pursue that sort of thing, unless you really, really plan it. So I might not be thinking about school, but I'll be thinking about how to get, Steve on his own.
Steve. Was Steve related to your death?
I'm not really sure, because I'm not really sure I was ever alive before this. The reason I wear all those long sleeves and cover as much of myself as possible is that I'm made from different parts. Several different people, probably. And I'm not sure why I'm here or have any memory of being sent here for a specific purpose. I feel like somebody must be watching or keeping an eye on what's going on with me, because why else would I have been made? And you get that tingling feeling in the back of your neck sometimes, when you're being looked at from a distance.
You said you want to get Steve alone. Why is that?
He's easy to pick on, and I really, really like it when people are scared.
Awesome. Thank you. Iris, would you please tell us your name and description and your outlook on life?
I'm Iris Riverlark. I'm a full-blood fae from the woodland forest realm, and people tell me that I'm beautiful, and I mean, they don't have to tell me. I look in the mirror every morning. My tall, slender figure, I, preen and prep myself every morning before I head to school and begin orchestrating my plans to maybe surpass the influence that maybe Jackie has at this school. She likes to think that she uses her influence on the web, but I'm the one that pull the strings around here.
Wow. Okay. So, you think you're more beautiful than Jackie?
Of course.
Okay. All right. Cool. So,
I don't need makeup tutorials. Okay.
yeah. What do you? So I'm curious, Iris. What does beautiful mean to you?
Beauty is natural. You don't need to glam it up with contouring and other kinds of trickery of art.
Whatever.
Natural beauty is inherent and genetic.
Wow.
Holy shit!
Thanks, Iris.
The heat.
Okay. Well, thank you very much, Saoirse.
Yeah,
Please tell us a little bit about yourself.
I'm Saoirse Finch. I was a bit of a late bloomer, but the moment that changed all that was a Girl Scout camping trip when I was bitten by a wolf in the woods. Ooh. The deep woods, the possibly enchanted Fey woods. So now I'm like built, I'm muscular, I have this primal look, I wear like the torn jeans, I'm the star of the lacrosse team. I have predatory eyes, and I was almost suspended from the lacrosse team after I bit the star player of our rivals. But I did that, and I still wasn't fucking suspended because I'm that fantastic. I'm hot shit, and I know it. And my life philosophy is, if you want something, take it, and never back down.
Wow.
Damn.
Wow.
You said you bit the star player of the lacrosse team. Was that Katie?
Yeah.
Katie Reed.
That was definitely Katie Reed.
Okay. Cool.
She deserved it.
Very cool.
I just realized we have a table full of ladies as well.
Yeah, we do.
I didn't plan that, but it worked
But
out.
it happened.
Mm-hmm.
So, are you still involved with the Girl Scouts?
No, there are too many rules.
Too many? All right,
Yeah.
cool.
I'm way past that.
Yeah.
I might have had some like former Girl Scout friends, but they can either like grow up or, they're not my crowd.
Oh, so you don't hang out with Jamila or
They're sheep.
or Sonia anymore.
No, the wolf doesn't hang out with the sheep
Unless, of course.
unless she's hungry.
All right, cool. Thank you very
And,
much,
you know,
Saoirse. I
A snack
appreciate
now
it.
and then.
A whole ass snack?
They are not. They're sheep.
Barely a snack.
Yeah.
Half a snack.
They're a morsel.
Oh, I love it, guys. I love it.
Okay, so next it is time to establish backstories. So on the inside left page of your character sheet, or just the left page, the page your all turns you right now.
Yes.
So anyone can volunteer to go first.
I'm happy to go first. Mine's are real easy.
Do
Okay,
it.
great. So I'm going to explain a little bit.
Yep.
So basically the way this works is when it's your turn, you're going to read out the text for your backstory. You'll need to make some decisions that involve strings being given out. You'll gain some strings on other characters, and others will gain strings on you. Don't worry about tracking who has strings on you, just track who you have strings on. So you're going to actually, right now I would, under where it says strings, just write down the names of the other characters, of your friends. There. So, strings represent, like emotional or like social hold over someone. And in play, you can actually spend your strings to impose social conditions on people that influence how they're kind of seen in the world, or to interfere with them, or to make your moves against them more effective.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome.
So, and just to kind of kick this off, Alex, how many? Alice, my apologies. I mean Chloe. So Chloe, what? How many strings does 6 start with on you?
It says I start with 3 and can give them to whoever I want. I'm giving all 3 to 6.
My apologies, but But I think the first infernal move.
Yeah, so you owe debts, give away 3, divided any way you like between other characters and
Got it.
the dark power.
Got it. Okay.
So I'm just giving all 3 to the dark power.
Thank you.
Oh shit.
Uh-oh.
Going deep.
Okay.
It's a one-shot.
It's true. Yeah.
Are you kidding?
Go ham.
Quick question about strings. Can they be... They're assigned to other players, correct? Or
That is correct, yeah.
Okay.
Unlike,
Yeah,
like,
So when you give one away, you're giving some advantage to somebody else over you.
Okay.
Basically.
and then after that one, someone thinks they can save me. Give them give a string on them. Interesting call. I'm kind of leaning towards Morrigan. Like Morrigan, like I don't think any of the others are like.
Well, I think the thing for me, right, and the idea of saving you is like I'm never gonna get what I want, like hunger-wise, from you because you're just kind of like not scared
Anymore. I think it's like a thing that you know. Yeah. So it's like we kind of kindred spirit sort of deal.
Yeah. Yeah, that works. I'll take the 1 for sure. Chloe.
Okay. Who'd like to go next?
I can go.
Okay.
Yeah.
Jackie?
So first, name 3 side characters who are members of your gang. Gain a string on each. So I have Stacy, who is my community manager. I have Burton, who is my video editor. And I have Kim, who is my social media manager.
Burton.
Burton.
Yeah.
He's super into me, but he's so gross.
Wow.
That's great.
Harsh.
You don't want to edit video.
Who's your what was the Burton? Who's the third one? Kim?
Kim, my
What's Kim
social
do for you?
media manager.
Very cool.
Ross is frantically taking notes. I don't know if you guys are. I mean, on stream you can probably see it, but like, I'm just saying.
Gotta take notes. Gotta remember this stuff.
In the void of Ross taking notes, I just wanted to comment that Ross is like frantically taking notes.
And then for the second part, I find someone threatening. Give them a string on you and take a string on them. So Iris is doing this like hippy dippy, whatever, natural beauty, whatever. But Saoirse has cheekbones for days. Super threatened by Saoirse.
Fair. Yeah.
Yeah, like
As
that,
well
that
you
like
should be.
well-built beauty.
Mhm. That's right.
The type of beauty
It's
that could
natural.
like bench lift you if she wanted to.
Oh yeah. And she might want to if
Yeah.
you're lucky.
I'm taking a string on you and giving a string to you.
All right. Thank you, Jackie.
Getting flirty already. I love it.
Okay.
Welcome next.
Who'd like to go next?
I can.
Okay. Morgan.
So someone reminded you what love was when you thought that death had stolen it away from you forever. Give them a string. I think I'm gonna give it to Chloe, just in return for the string that I got, which I think is a good idea.
How many?
It's one.
One.
One string.
Okay.
It reminded me what love was when I thought that death had stolen it away from me.
Oh.
And did anyone watch you die? If so, gain 2 strings on each other.
Now that's interesting
Has
because
anyone
you're
seen
made
me die?
of.
And I come back when I die, so
Oh.
Does even have to be
it
the
could
first
have.
time.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
could have been the second or third or fourth
Yeah.
time.
I could have had a wild full moon.
I definitely think
Yeah.
maybe you've even been the one to kill
I
me
did
once.
kill you that one
Yeah.
time, but you
But
got
it's cool,
better.
I'm back.
I mean,
Yeah.
don't tell me you didn't like it.
Yeah, so you get 2 strings, but I also get 2 strings on you.
That's fantastic.
All right.
Murderous crunch.
Crunch.
Morgan stays crunchy.
Yeah,
Even
that's
in
perfect.
Yeah.
That's perfect. All right. Next.
Alright. Basically, I give everyone a string because I wear my heart on my sleeve.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That's
And
sweet, Iris.
Yeah.
You're so pure.
yeah. And somebody's captured my fancy. I've captured their fancy for me, so I gain 2 strings on them. And I'm feeling like maybe Jackie's like maybe jealous of my
Probably.
natural
Like low
beauty.
key.
Probably.
Yeah.
But this is different. This is someone has captured your fancy.
Yeah, this is about you.
Oh,
No,
I'm
you've
sorry.
captured someone.
Yeah,
Oh,
so you've
yeah.
captured someone's
Oh, you've
fancy.
captured
Yeah,
someone's
yeah.
fancy. My apology. Other way
Yeah.
around. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I can have that crush.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Nice.
Totes. So
Beautiful.
you get 2 strings on Jack's.
Hey, crush.
Hate crushes are real.
Hate crushes are real.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, fantastic.
Especially as a teenager.
Yeah.
Okay, and this gives us with Saoirse.
I lack subtlety. You all get a string.
Yeah.
You know what I think of you. However, I've also spent weeks watching someone from a distance so that their scent and mannerisms are unmistakable to me now.
Oh.
I'm going to gain 2 strings on them. And I'm not connected to Chloe yet in any way. So there is something. There's something that I'm smelling there that it wasn't there.
Yeah, it's
like a
while
week ago.
Yeah, it's solid.
Like I think it's super. Like the change is super recent too.
And just like sort of fascinated by it, like you, especially like your transformation, right? Like so you were like pathetic,
Yes, like a pathetic band geek that got the shit kicked out
That's
of her by
rough. I played
everyone.
clarinet in high
right?
school.
I played saxophone.
I feel like we might even have this like you used to be pathetic. What happened? But we'll get there. So
Yep,
yeah,
I
I'm gonna
feel it.
take 2 strings on you because I've been watching. There's something interesting's happening.
I'm just imagining you like showing up one day with like you used to wear glasses, now you got that like
100%.
What? It's the Peter Parker like.
It's like pure, like yes, 100%.
or like those
that.
like babylicious like stars that are like playing a nerd and their hair's coming combed a little slightly messy,
Yeah.
Yes.
and then you know.
So yeah,
cool.
so shortly after you made this pact, like this big dog has been like watching you.
Noted.
Wait,
Cool.
so like in dog form,
Oh,
you've
yeah.
been watching.
Yeah.
Okay, fantastic. All right, wonderful.
Nice.
Okay, so that
Do you mind if we go over this one more time? Because I think I messed my math up.
yeah, it's okay.
Yeah. What's up?
So I have 2 strings on Jackie, and then everybody has a string on me. But then I missed the part where people had given me strings.
I don't know if anyone
I don't
gave
think
you a
anything
I
string.
gave you
Oh,
a string.
You gave me a
'cause
string.
Okay,
Yeah.
fantastic.
You don't
Everybody
really keep
knows what
track
I
of-
think. Like
Oh, that's right.
you're cute.
You have to keep track
Take her
of
down.
what's given
That'd be
to you.
hilarious.
Yeah.
See which
Yeah.
of the nerds wins.
You don't have to keep track of the ones that like you
You
give
give
to
them.
other
Yeah,
people.
you don't have
just
to
the ones
worry
you
about
have.
Okay, just the ones that I have been given. Okay.
Great. And just as a refresher, you can do a lot of fun things with strings. They're written under pulling strings on the player sheet. My favy is you can spend strings to give someone a condition, which can be like some kind of public perception, some like rumor you spread about them, you know, something that we're actually gonna. I'll actually have you go ahead and write that down on that person's little character standee, so we all kind of remember that person has that condition. And then when you have a condition, other people, including the MC, including NPCs, can invoke that condition, kind of bring it into play to gain an additional bonus on a roll. You get rid of conditions just by whatever seems kind of natural in the fiction. If something in the fiction happens that seems like it would get rid of that or make that go away, it does.
Yeah, it's sort of about like when it kind of should go away rather
Yeah,
than about
absolutely.
a particular mechanic.
There are a lot of social perceptions and stuff like that that can change when you address them.
Like condition anxious.
Yeah. Or like, yeah.
Awesome. Great. So now we're going to begin. Jackie, describe to us your I'm curious what your room looks like and your morning routine. Your like getting to school morning routine.
So my room is very carefully structured along one wall, that wall being where the camera faces, and then behind the camera there's all sorts of mess and junk and discarded like package boxes from Amazon when I've ordered products.
That's
and
exactly my room.
But
Really?
in front of the camera, it's like beautiful pastel pink, a lot of white
Okay,
shelves.
so
It's like very carefully decorated, so it's kind of got this bifurcated look,
Okay, fantastic.
like my personality.
Yeah. And
Bifurcated?
and
It's
what?
a metaphor.
So what's your look? Speaking of, what's your look like today?
Today I've gone for kind of the messy updo. Definitely strong penciled in eyebrows. Like the eyes are very. It's not like nighttime makeup because that would be weird for going to school. But there's definitely like highlights under the eyes and like some shadowing, and I have like really fierce contouring along the face here to make it look like I have cheekbones. But without the makeup, Jackie is not. She has like kind of a pancake face. So it's very carefully constructed.
So do you try and fit in a post before you go to school in the morning?
I do an outfit of the day on Instagram every day.
Oh, fantastic! So, so you're setting up your outfit of the day, and you, is that something you normally just like post up, or do you need Burton to kind of make it look nice for you?
I send it to Kim to do some whatever editing. Needs
Oh,
to be
Kim's your
done.
photo editor.
She's
Burton's
the
your
social media manager.
Okay, cool.
Burton edits my videos.
Yeah, does your video editing. Okay, great. So Burton doesn't need to be involved in this situation.
No,
this
thank
is
God.
This is a Kim thing. Totally. Are you opening any of those messages that Burton has been sending you this morning?
No, he sends like really technical messages about stuff that I frankly don't understand, and I pay him to understand. So like whatever.
Yeah, stuff about like video interlacing and
Yeah,
stuff.
like,
It's
what
like
does that even mean?
he's like he thinks everyone must be interested, and, but not you, huh?
No,
Okay.
no.
Okay, great. Yeah, so you finish those pictures, send it off to Kim, and Kim's just like, morning, babe, looking amazing, like normal, just
Thank you, badge.
heart. And she sends you some appropriate like gifts, and it goes up, and like instantly the likes are just boom, 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 boom. Are you the kind of person that keeps your notifications on for that
Yes,
stuff?
absolutely.
Vibrate and sound, or just vibrate?
Depends on whether or not I'm in that one class where the teacher will take my phone away if he hears it.
Oh, is that are you in band?
Absolutely not.
Okay, you're definitely not in band. Okay,
I think I'm the only one in band.
No, I wear lipstick. I can't play instruments.
is that yearbook?
Symbol.
Your book, yeah, probably in your
Perfect.
book.
Miss Fritz.
Fritz.
Yeah, Miss Fritz. Surprisingly strict for a yearbook teacher. I think people would assume that was a party class, right?
That's what I thought.
But she was nominated for a Pulitzer once a long time ago, and takes her
Damn.
job surprisingly serious for a high school instructor. That's true.
She always reminds us about that.
Okay, well, thank you very much.
Just nomination letter displayed.
Yeah.
So, Chloe, you how do you get to school in the morning? Do you go by yourself, or do you and Morgan still go together?
That's a good. I think I have a car now. I didn't used to.
Oh, you have a car. Yeah,
Yeah.
you definitely have a
Yeah.
car.
Oh, yes, you do?
Oh, yes, you have a car.
It's a nice car too. It's
Yeah.
like obviously like it's an ostentatious like muscle car. It's like a Dodge Charger. Or
How'd
some
you
bullshit.
explain it to your parents?
Oh, I was like, yeah, I had a summer job last year. I like never spent the money. I decided to spend it fucking once to get off my back.
Oh, cool. Where were you working last year?
Oh, I think she was like doing I might as well play into it. I think she was giving like saxophone lessons for like.
Oh, saxophone. Oh, great. Do you still play sax?
No, not anymore. She switched to like guitar and stuff, like actual cool
Oh, so you
instruments.
quit
people, like-
band, or do you do guitar like in the jazz band?
No, I think it's more just she still likes music. It's just like she's not gonna stick around and do like the nerdy shit anymore. She's
No,
gonna do like
totally.
like electric guitar and shit, right?
Yeah,
like
cool.
just complete change.
Okay, nice. Yeah.
Love it.
Are you like in a band?
I think she does heavy metal tracks and stuff, and like will like synthesize them up and things like that.
Cool.
Like
You kind
rest
of
in,
have like a
band.
Trent Reznor or
Yeah.
something going.
Solo thing.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, cool. What's the name of your solo project?
Oh fuck. Give me a little bit on that one.
Okay, totally.
Do you have
Does
a
anybody have a
SoundCloud?
somebody?
Oh,
someone-
100% have a SoundCloud. Yes.
Sound what? Oh, you have
SoundCloud.
SoundCloud. Yeah, totally. Okay, cool. So great. So you're working on that band name. You
It's probably unlegible anyways because it's a metal band name. So like, who cares?
yeah. Do you just keep your car? I mean, so you have this really fancy muscle car. Is it? I mean, is this like parked in front of a mobile home, like somewhere? Like, do your parents have a nice place? Are your parents wealthy, or is
I
this
think
like
her
really?
parents are like not wealthy but not poor. They're like average, like everything in her life.
Yeah.
Like it's just like a small little house in like an okay neighborhood, not great, not horrible. Yeah, it's just all right.
Fantastic. So you got your outfit on. Grab the keys for your muscle car.
Go to pick up Morgan for school.
Right, bounding down the stairs. Your parents are sitting there for you. Your mom has made you breakfast. Your dad's got, he's there somewhere behind the newspaper. And she just kind of looks at you expectantly.
Doesn't even bat an eye. Just walks straight out. Doesn't even look at them. Like, doesn't say goodbye, doesn't say anything. Just straight up grabs keys, walks out.
Okay, fantastic. And she starts to say, I love you, huh?
No.
Door slams. So, Morgan, where did you sleep last night?
That's a good question. I think the thing for me is that I do live by myself. Obviously, there are no parents to chaperone me. And it is like you were suggesting, like mobile home stuff earlier.
Oh, okay.
It's like a very low rent, like sort of like easy income, like spot. But it's like definitely not a good neighborhood either. You know what I mean?
Do you pay your own rent?
I do, and it's usually from lunch money that I've stolen over the course of the whole school year.
Oh, from Steve.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because
cool.
then he gets scared, and I love that.
Okay, so I'm just trying to figure this out. How much does lunch cost at your school?
I mean,
like $10?
Not that much, yeah, but it's just a matter of like every day over the course of
I mean, like, okay, so 5 days a week, you're stealing maybe like $10 a day,
it's
$50
it's
a
a
week.
Cheap, it's cheap rent, right?
It's cool. Yeah, so like, yeah, 200.
Yeah,
and that's about what you're getting from Steve.
Sometimes I get really lucky, and I just find like a large sum somewhere. Like if I'm short, it sort of just shows up.
Oh, so like those times when you might like, are we talking about like envelopes of cash, just kind of mysteriously showing up from time to time?
There's 100 on the ground.
Wow, cool.
You know, that kind of stuff.
Okay.
Yeah.
You said that you feel like you're being watched. And you is there what is it? Does that influence how you sleep or how your house is set up?
I don't sleep.
You don't sleep.
No.
Okay, cool. So what do you do all night long?
Pretend that I am sleeping, because if I am active all night, then people will notice.
People will notice.
You know,
totally.
even on like the internet, basically, like if you're online all the time, people will notice.
Okay.
So there's a lot of like lying in a bed, staring at the ceiling, wishing I could fall asleep, but not really being able.
Awesome. So that's the position that you're lying in when you hear the sound of this Chloe's engine, which you can recognize from a few blocks away, just like peeling down the street, stopping in front of your house.
Yeah, and I get up like immediately and walk over the door, my gait a little stiff, and open it up, and like obviously I think I'm seeing Chloe there, right?
Fantastic.
Yeah, there's like her arms crossed, like leaning against like part of the wall. It's like, hey, you ready?
We going now?
Might as well,
I guess.
Okay.
And then like into the car.
Fantastic.
On the way to school.
Yeah, what are you listening to on the radio?
Metal.
Okay, awesome. Loud or quiet?
Loud.
Oh.
Like windows rolled down loud.
Awesome.
Oh, by the way,
Cool.
band name, Feast of the Titans.
Feast of the Titans.
Yeah.
Is this like one of your latest tracks, or is this like another band that you're into?
No, it's like that's my band name rather. Like that's the SoundCloud like band name thing is what I was saying.
Yeah, Morgan's like aesthetic today is like the black shirt with the skull on it and the white and black striped sleeves that come all the way down.
Fantastic.
You know, like that kind of business.
Same. But yeah, like roll down metal. Like,
are you listening to Lords of Lightspeed?
Yeah, sure. Let's go with it. I could give actual band
Some
names,
speed metal.
Yeah, like freaking yes.
Okay, so you're blasting the new Lords of Lightspeed album. You guys are just like tearing through. I think there's this road that actually goes through the large woods that are it's like wild old growth. There's parts of these woods people don't even ever go into, but you know, but you're just kind of like hitting these hairpin turns through these old logging roads, making your way through there, and then you come up to the main road.
I think there's a certain while we're going like a little bit too fast, a little bit too dangerous, you know, like that kind of thing. There's a certain like smile on Morgan's face, like, oh yes, you know, like it's like blood pumping, you know, which she doesn't usually experience.
Nice, awesome. So you come to this place where the old logging roads come to a T, and there's a little traffic light where it kind of joins up with Oak Avenue, which is kind of like the main drag in the street. This is the street that your school is on. And who is it at the crosswalk but your friend Steve, waiting to cross? You see he's pretending not to notice. What do you do?
We got the windows rolled down.
Oh yeah, 100%.
I like lean out of the window and I go like, "See you at lunch," you know, and I'm like just kind of slide back in. He might not notice, he might not even reply, but I know he heard me.
Oh, he definitely heard you. Are you trying to shut Steve down?
Yeah, I
By
think
any
I am.
chance?
I think I am. Let's roll some dice. though.
Okay, why don't you go ahead and roll
Mind if I-
with
Yeah.
Colt?
With Cole. That's a 7.
Okay. Great. So,
What's our situation here?
okay, great. So you get to choose. So go ahead and choose one from that list. They could lose a string, or if they have no strings, you can gain. So you can gain a condition, or give
Can
Steve
I
a condition,
instead
or
take
one forward.
one forward
Great.
against Steve
You
next
can.
time?
So the next time that Morgan rolls against Steve, what pronouns do you use, Morgan?
She, her.
She, her. The next time that happens, you will get that +1 roll. And Steve just like looks at you, and he just like there's this like serious. His like eyes are red, and you can tell he's almost shaking for how stressed he is. And he
Does that count as like fear for my hunger? Is that
does this
enough?
count as fear? Yeah, totally.
Is that enough?
Yeah,
All right.
definitely.
I'm also going to take a second one forward against Steve.
Okay,
Because
cool.
I have satiety, the like one.
And for some reason, you don't know where he got this wolf from, but he just shouts out, "You're a bully, Morgan. You're just a bully."
I think.
And like across the street, you're actually also waiting. And as he's shouting that, Jamila and Sonia, your ex Girl Scout friends, are kind of like walking up, and they're looking at Steve, and they're just like they kind of like look at you, and you can tell people are gonna be talking about it. I'm gonna give you Steve gives you the condition bully.
Cool.
I think
Yes.
after like that, like that's the exchange. Chloe's gonna laugh, like fishtail in his face, sort of like with the exhaust pointed at him. Hold the brakes, shoot exhaust in his face, then peel off.
Oh hell yeah!
How rude.
Okay, fantastic. Okay, cool, great. So Iris, what does your room look like? Tell us about your morning routine.
Well, my room is very organic. Most of the things I have and own are made of natural fibers because, well, my mom is a doula, and
Oh, okay.
she's actually training me, so I get to learn to birth children in the natural way.
Is that your mom's name, Harmony?
Yes.
Yeah.
My father owns a coffee shop, and he works there.
Okay.
And yep, my rooms mainly consist of like lots of burlap. My sheets are pretty well maintained. Lots of needlepoint using the burlap is basic. My clothing is very natural looking with like tunics,
Okay.
but very beautiful.
Hemp.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wonderful.
Long skirts.
Mm-hmm.
That sounds so lovely.
Oh, gross.
So what is your morning routine like? What do you do in the morning?
Well, I wake up and I usually just wait for a rain shower, but I've been yelled at for smelling sometimes at school, so I clean myself at the riverbank.
In the riverbank.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So do you live in one of those wealthy houses, wealthy houses up on the bluffs? I mean, I don't know. There's a riverbank that runs by your house?
Yeah, I was in.
Oh, wait,
like
you're
a
by the
creek.
forest.
Yeah,
It's right
the
in the
forest.
woods.
Yeah,
Yeah,
fantastic,
like a wood creek.
Okay, cool. So does your family own like this like large estate? Are they like crazy wealthy or something? Or
I'm pretty sure nobody knows we live there.
oh, okay.
Cabin in the woods, sort of
Yeah.
deal.
Oh, okay. So are they like super like low tech like?
Yeah, we just kind of wander out off the street through the woods to our home.
Okay, cool.
We use natural. Everything's nature based, so we try not to leave any traces of our travels through the
Wow.
woods.
Okay, cool. When was the last time you talked to the Fairy King?
Probably about a year or so ago.
Okay, cool.
I didn't learn about it until the ability hit me one day when I was right around the age of 10 or 11.
Mm-hmm.
But I seek guidance from the Fairy King to gaze in the abyss.
Yeah, don't worry about that for now.
Okay.
But so you contacted the Fairy King? Did you do it on purpose?
The first time was an accident.
Uh-huh.
And then my mother guided me to learn how
okay.
to contact them again.
Great. Is your father runs a coffee shop? It sounds like your father's maybe like, is your mother like somehow like a fairy as well, and like your father's like a mortal? Is that something like that going on?
They're both fairies.
Okay, great.
I'm a full blood fairy.
Okay, great, cool. All right. How do you get to school in the morning?
I bike.
You bike. Okay, fantastic. Okay, cool. So, great. So, and how would you contact the Fairy King again if you had to?
I have a ritual. Generally consists of something of personal value. Usually something I carry with me, like a necklace or something like that. Something of sentimental value.
Cool. Do you follow Jackie on? This was an Instagram post this morning?
Instagram, yeah.
Yeah. Do you follow Jackie on Instagram?
Well, I do, but she doesn't know my account name.
Oh, you have like you're like ghosting?
Yeah, it's like a shadow account.
Yeah. Who are you on Instagram?
Oh, that's a good name. Jackie Fanatic.
Oh, wow.
777.
Yeah.
Okay.
Jackie Fanatic 66.
Okay, fantastic. So you are heading out to your bike, getting ready to go, and you get this alert that Jackie has a new post. What does that post look like when Iris was checking it out?
I think today. What time of year is it? Doesn't matter.
I think
It's the time of year you decide it is right now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Your choice.
Then I think I'm going for like kind of a summery look today. So jean jackets are super in. So I have like this jean jacket and it's kind of cropped here, and then underneath I'm wearing this like ivory colored sundress.
Nice.
And I have some cute sandals, and my hair's up in this like little cute messy ponytail, and I have like the sun-kissed makeup on today, and I have my sunglasses on. I'm like going to school.
Yeah. What do you do?
I try to. I just like her post, and I look like it's a good look, but she could probably do better without the makeup, to be honest.
This is what you're thinking right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like I wonder if the makeups that she used were even animal friendly.
Yeah. Yeah, totally. It's getting a lot of likes, like a lot. Her audience has grown quite large. How does that make you feel?
A little bit jealous.
Yeah.
But I still feel like she looks up to me.
Oh, you think she looks up to you?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
But like, I don't want Jackie to know that I'm jealous of her popularity.
Okay.
Because I mean, clearly, I think I'm prettier.
Yeah. All right, so you put your phone away and make your way to school. Saoirse, where are you when you see Riverlark biking by?
I'm running back from Morrigan's house.
Oh, okay.
Because I've noticed that Chloe and Morrigan like have this morning routine.
Oh, that's true.
And I've been watching Chloe, right?
You've been watching Chloe. That's correct.
So, yeah, I'm heading back from there to like. Well, I guess you want me to be recognizable, so I'm on my way to school after.
You don't have to be recognizable if you want. I mean, are you normally in wolf form in the morning?
The spying? Yeah, but this morning I've gone straight from spying to school. There's just not enough time. Like Chloe drives like a maniac, so
You're not wrong.
Yeah, I had my backpack with me.
So are you like naked werewolf, or are you like my fur magically turns into clothes werewolf?
Got to be naked werewolf,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
You don't
Like
have
the
to,
clothes
but
are in the
this
bag.
is a game about teenage romance, so
you have to
Yes,
be naked.
right. The clothes are in the bag.
The wolf just
Okay,
has a little
cool.
backpack on. It's fine.
So we like see this like wolf kind of bounding up, and you've got like a bag kind of in this crook of a tree or something. And you
Oh sure, yeah.
Okay,
It's-
cool.
Yeah, I can be changing.
Okay,
that
cool.
works.
are these the same clothes that you were wearing that night that you? Did you ever clean Morgan's blood off of the jacket that you were wearing today?
Yeah, I tried. Yeah,
Okay.
it's pretty good.
I
There's-
tried. There was a lot.
Lots of pieces.
Yeah, it's a warm day, so the jacket's in the bag. If it gets chilly, then it might come out. Yeah.
Fantastic. why are you watching Chloe? Just out of curiosity.
So Chloe just had this transformation from like total loser to she's got this car. I know that there's something up with Morgan because killed her, and here she is. And I can just smell the sulfur. It makes my nostrils tingle. So I'm a bit like fascinated with Chloe. Really curious. So we could go with obsessed.
Lots of tingling going on.
There's tingling. There's some tingling.
What I love about the vibe here as well is like there's clearly that whole like neither of us can talk about the other one being weird because we're both weird and we're both here. So good luck.
Mm-hmm.
So you're curious. You want to figure out what's going on with Morgan and where did Chloe's things come from?
Mm-hmm.
Why is it that why do you want to know these things? Why are you curious about them?
So I think there's part of it that's like literally this like unspoken aspect that's attraction for Chloe, especially new Chloe, right?
Yeah.
Oh, edgelord Chloe, yeah.
But there's also I've never been able to find any wolves in the deep woods. Like I've gone back,
The wolves they're all gone.
Right, they're not there. And so like I have no guidance for this weird world of supernatural nonsense. The only other person I know, we
didn't get along.
didn't quite get along.
Not initially.
I think
complicated.
I think you like seeking fear. My reaction initially is not fear. It's I kill you.
anger, yeah.
Right?
It's
I made that mistake once upon a time. Yeah.
So that happened, and we haven't banded together to figure out nonsense. It's just like, all right, you're a monster, but I can kill you. So we're cool.
But how many times is the real question?
Okay. Thank you so much.
Great.
So Jackie.
Yeah.
I'm just curious. Did you ever do anything about that kid that got killed at your party a while ago?
That was not my fault, so I don't think I should have to do literally anything about that.
Okay, cool.
They weren't me, so.
So, would you still invite Sorsha to a party? Is that?
Of course.
Yeah.
Of course.
Okay. I'm just kind of curious,
like
what terms the two of you are on.
I mean, she is capital F fierce in like every meaning of the word, and I feel like I kind of need that like fierce energy around me. I kind of want her to like guest on my channel someday.
Oh,
I would love to highlight those cheekbones, but I don't know. She's a little hard to approach.
All right, fantastic.
She's a
So,
little scary.
so it's before. I was just kind of curious what kind of terms the two of you are on, because it's before school right now. You're at your locker, getting your books for first period, which is Miss Fritz's class, and you see Sorsha coming in, whose locker is next to yours. What'd you do? Sorsha, my apologies.
I immediately pull up my phone and look down at it.
So Sorsha, so Jackie's there when you get to your locker in the morning.
Not in my way, just there.
No, just also her. Jackie's her locker's open. She's on her phone like normal.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I think you get the like, Jackie. There's an acknowledgement because we like in our own ways, we know what we want and we go for it.
So.
Yeah.
Hi, Sorsha. How was your weekend? Did you do any cool stuff?
This weekend was the.
That was the party. The
Yeah.
party happened at Jackie's house last weekend, where you killed Morgan.
So you're asking about this weekend, where
Yeah.
at your party? Yeah.
Yes.
I just say I had a great time at your party, and appreciate you being cool. You're a good hostess.
Do I know that you murdered this person, or I just know someone died?
It's up to you. What do you think? Well, let's ask Saoirse. Did anyone see you kill Morgan?
Yes, but they misinterpreted what was happening. Morgan's fine.
Yeah. Oh.
I think it might have been Burton.
Yeah.
Burton saw. Oh, Burton was at the party.
Burton.
Yeah.
He was taking some B-roll, and so he probably saw it, and I have streaming, so I saw it.
Oh, did it go on your stream?
No, I have the move streaming, so I can see through.
Oh yeah.
Oh, thank you,
Burton's eyes.
All right, cool. Jackie, is Burton aware that bisexual people exist? We weren't fighting. Don't even worry about it.
Burton is like so weird about everything.
Okay.
Like he's such a. I don't know. He doesn't understand anything about anything. So probably like however you want to get down is your business. And like I'm so sorry he spied on you and Morgan. Like I didn't post it on social media, so it's fine.
Good, because he's gonna look like a jackass when Morgan gets here.
He's already a jackass.
Oh, here he comes.
Oh, here he
Speaking
comes.
of jackass.
Hey.
Is this streaming something you turn on or turn off, or is it just like all the time?
It says I can always hear their emotions and fears.
Okay, fantastic. So Burton's coming and feeling super awkward. He really wants to come and talk to you because you are the moon and the stars. But he sees Saoirse there, who he saw murder a kid last weekend, and he is just like frozen. It's like, oh.
I put my arm around Jackie and just like grin, the toothy grin at him.
Oh my goodness, are you trying to?
I feel like it's probably shut him down, even though that's not really my thing.
Yeah, well, I'm just trying. Like, what would Burton be trying to do right now? I mean, yeah, he's trying to insert himself into this social situation. So yeah, you're trying to keep him do that. Yeah, roll with cold.
So you could like keep him away.
Roll with cold.
Hey, that's an 8.
Okay, and okay, so great. So, do you want a string on Burton, or you want to give Burton a condition? Do you want to take one forward against Burton?
Burton's a fucking liar.
Okay. All right, cool.
Nice.
So Burton.
Ooh, the liar condition. Harsh.
And how does so I think what the first thing that happens is Burton is like, Jackie, you need to get away from that kid. I saw her kill someone at your party. I saw her. She killed that kid Morgan. And like Morgan is like walking like down the hallway right now with Chloe, like as Burton is telling you this.
Burton, I know you're like kind of like a small bab on the internet, but I need you to go to Urban Dictionary and look up 4. Morgan is fine.
No, I saw Morgan Day. And like you're walking by.
Yeah, I like walk by. I've got like my arm around Chloe, like in the whole like we're talking to each other, so we just like walk by this scene.
Yeah, and like people like around Burton are like noticing and kind of like laughing, like. You know. Okay, cool. So that works. Like Burton just like
right
walks
there.
away in shame.
And there's a consequence that was successful.
Yes,
cost, so
Burton,
I'm going to get a condition too.
Yeah, and Burton gives you a condition. Yeah, I think Burton starts vague posting about you on social media. It's like, you know, TFW. You see someone. You see someone murder someone at a party last weekend, and now that person is alive. WTF ? So
Big move.
This is a big move?
what's that?
Sorry.
Yeah.
Ignore us.
Sorry, keep going.
Yeah, no, totally. Yeah, so I think you gain the condition vague posted because everyone knows you're the one that's being talked about.
Shade thrown.
Yeah.
Hashtag substitute for days.
Yeah, that.
Okay, fantastic. So, great. So let's just go ahead and cut to Mrs. Fritz's yearbook class with Jackie and Iris are both in. as well as Chloe. Are you in that? Is that
What even is a yearbook class? I have no
It's
idea.
like putting together the yearbook for the year.
I would have been in that original.
You totally would have, yeah.
So yes, and no, I hate it.
Okay,
You're
fantastic.
definitely not in this class.
Yeah, you're definitely not in this class. Okay, cool. So, Jackie and Chloe, when the bell rings, you get to class, and Iris is there as well as Chloe and Jackie, and who else is in your? Oh, definitely Jamila and Sonia, your Girl Scout friends. And as you walk in, they're all talking about just what a huge bully Morgan is.
Yeah.
And they're consoling Steve. Steve's in this class too, and he's just like, oh man, I'm so glad I finally said something. It was really hard to do. Do you know that Morgan takes my lunch money every day?
Steve's the best.
Your Steve face is amazing.
Alright, so they're talking shit about Morgan, so like obviously I'm not gonna let that just happen. So I'm just gonna they're surrounding him and be patting him on the shoulder.
It's gonna be okay, Steve.
I'm just gonna slam my hands on the table, and be like, shut the fuck up and sit down now, or I will break your face.
All right, roll with cold. Shutting this
can I-
person down.
Yeah. That's I actually have a negative cold, so
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
This will be
Great.
fun. This sort of sounds like volatile if it wasn't shut down.
Oh.
Yeah, it's a miss.
Oh, it's a miss. Oh, lovely.
That's a 5.
Great. So your phone is buzzing. You don't have alerts set up on your phone.
Okay.
It's buzzing,
I'm gonna look at it,
and they're just looking at you. He's like, oh yeah, okay.
I look
And
at
Steve
it.
sits down. It just says 6. You didn't even think your phone was on. You thought it was out of batteries when you got to school.
Yeah.
But it said 6 appears, and it says, Chloe, Steve is your new best friend.
Fuck you.
I want you to take excellent care of Steve, or
Alright.
I will be very disappointed.
Fucking fuck you.
And as you're reading the words, that creepy ass voice is actually in your head.
Cool.
Spooky.
What'd you
So, alright then, we're gonna do Elsewise Power on Steve. Or not Elsewise Power, Uncanny Voices rather.
Okay, cool. Why don't you read that move out loud so our viewers at home?
You can give the dark power a string in order to realize a secret about someone you're talking to. The owner
cool.
of that secret will reveal. The owner of that character will reveal one of their secret fears, desires, or strengths.
Oh, love it. Okay, cool. And then this might. So yeah, your phone just kind of blinks off for a moment, and then blinks back on, and you are. Realize that you're looking at Steve's entire history of browsing history, and Steve is all over Iris's accounts, all over him.
All right.
Even her secret Jackie fanatic account.
Yes, yeah, that one too. Yeah.
All right.
Steve doxed me? The nerve.
All right. So I'm just gonna be like.
Steve's just kind of sitting down, and he's doing layout. He's a layout guy. He's in design right now.
So I'm imagining all the people that are surrounding him go and sit down and stuff, right?
Yeah, everyone's in class. Mrs. Fr- a little bit of time goes by in class. Just really quickly, Jackie, what are you working on for your book?
The question is, what am I assigned to do that I'm not doing?
Okay, fantastic.
Yeah.
that you're making Jamila do instead of you.
Yes, definitely.
Right.
I'm probably supposed to write.
Okay, fantastic.
I fucking hate doing
Yeah,
that.
the two of you are working on an article together about the lacrosse team.
Ew. Yeah. Gross.
Okay, fantastic.
Wax.
Yeah.
Wax it up.
Okay, so the two of you are doing that. Iris, wait, you were in this class? Did I say you were in this class?
Yes, you did.
Yeah, you're in this class as well. I think you're maybe a partner with Steve.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah. And what's your attitude towards this class?
I mean, I'm supposed to be learning here in school, so I do what my teachers, tell me. They expect me to deliver an assignment. I hold that promise to them.
Okay, fantastic. So you're doing a really excellent job, indexing for the yearbook. Yeah, and so the two of you Steve's kind of the data guy, really into that. You're helping to, match all that stuff up. Anyhow, so that's the situation. Chloe, what were you doing?
Oh, I was just gonna be essentially just tell Steve to I'm gonna sit next to him because I think we were already assigned.
Fantastic.
Because I think me and Steve maybe used to be friends.
Oh yes,
Like-
Steve is
Oh,
a percussionist,
Yeah.
but not one of the ones that plays the drums.
Yeah.
He is
Glockenspiel.
he's a
Xylophone.
mallet specialist.
So yeah, I'm gonna sit next to him and be like, okay.
He you can see he tenses up when you sit next to him.
You need to just stop this crying shit, stop the sniveling, or she will keep coming after you. Just fucking stop being so goddamn scared of her and she'll go away.
What?
True.
What? Okay. I'll try.
Do not try, just fucking do it.
What are you doing when this happens, Iris?
I was thinking of like stepping in to kind of defend Steve a little bit because I'm trying to get work done, and
Yeah.
Steve's here crying. It's making a scene, and
Just looks up to you.
Yeah.
What do you-
Steve, stop crying. We're trying to get this stuff. I need to get this stuff indexed, and you have data to continue putting together for this stupid yearbook that we have to get done before class period is over.
Steve's just looking at you, so thrilled that you're talking to him.
Yeah.
He says, "Okay,
Listen, Steve.
I'm not crying. Okay, it's just stressful. I'm hypoglycemic."
Let's see. Am I allowed to give stuff to characters?
Of course.
Okay. Maybe I'll give them a snack.
Oh yeah, like a Luna
Kind
bar or
of
something.
get them back on track, so
Okay.
that
Great.
Steve
Alright.
kind of
And Steve looks at you, Chloe, and says, "Yeah, I mean, I really appreciate that, Chloe. You trying to give me some advice. I'll try. Next time I see Morgan, I won't be scared.
Don't talk to her, just
Okay. I'll be a new Steve."
they're perfect. Go. No, just get your work done, Steve. I'll talk to you later.
Steve looks at you and says, "Thank you, Chloe. You're a friend."
Yeah, okay.
And I kind of look over my shoulder at all these people sitting behind me. I'm like, Steve, can you do me a huge favor?
Oh, well, sure,
Yeah.
Jackie.
Next time Morgan takes your lunch money, tell her to spend it on exfoliating. She's I swear to God, half an inch of dead skin on her face.
I don't know if I could do that, Jackie. I think Morgan would be
I thought
mad.
you were speaking up for yourself. Just speak up for me
Steve,
too.
you should.
Yeah, no, I'm just Jackie, just go fucking stare in a mirror for a few hours. I'm sure that can entertain you.
Not to
Oh.
mention,
Excuse me,
sounds like you're-
entertains half a
not to
Yeah.
mention those exfoliants leave microplastics in the water.
I was trying to aim for a shutdown.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
definitely what happened, and it sounds like Iris is assisting. So,
Yeah, sure.
Iris. There's no helping move in
No,
the game anymore.
I don't think so.
Never mind. Do you want to spend a string to assist with that roll? You can decide after the roll happens.
Assist in keeping cool?
You would assist in the shutdown roll that Chloe
You
is
spend a
doing.
string you have on me, if you have one, to give me an additional +1 on the thing.
I don't think
I
that's
think if
Yeah,
you
I
spending a
don't think I
string
have
on Jack, let's just
Oh,
let's
ignore
ignore that
the
because
text,
it's
Or spend a string on Jackie
Ah.
for the shutdown.
exactly
Okay.
that is something you could do if you wanted, or give Jackie a condition or something. Anyhow, let's just resolve
Yeah,
this, and then you
yeah,
can decide about the string later.
Awesome.
sorry.
Yes, perfect.
So,
That's a 6. That's an 8.
that's an 8. Okay, cool. So that's a mixed result. So you can give each other conditions, or it takes.
So they lose string on you. They have no strings. You gain 1 on them. They gain a condition or +1 forward.
Yeah. So you each have a choice to make there.
Yeah. So I'm just gonna gain the condition. I'm just going to give her the condition. Fuck it. Oh, let's think of a good one.
Yeah, it was you should go look in the mirror.
Shunned.
Shunned?
In the other classes, just gonna be okay, and just not talk to her, or that sort of thing.
Ooh, shunned is a
Shunned.
bad condition for Jack.
Yeah, it is.
Okay. All right, and what do you? And your retort. So that happens. It's kind of interesting because it comes off really badly.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
You kind of come off as an asshole while you're doing this.
Sure.
But at the same time, you were kind of saying what's in everybody's mind. You know. But they would never say that to Jackie. Yeah, what do you? And there's this moment where even Mrs. Fritz is just kind of turns around. So what condition are you gonna give in return?
I'm gonna give Chloe the condition jealous.
Jealous.
And I'm gonna say something like, I'm sorry that you're the only ugly ass bitch here. But
Whoa!
I wasn't talking to you. And I'll turn back around.
Okay. And Mrs. Fritz is. Oh yeah.
And then Iris just jumps in and says, "Oh, well, thanks, Jackie, for the compliment."
Mm.
And like I don't respond.
Awesome.
Just turn around.
Okay, we're gonna cut that scene there. So we have Saoirse and we have a Morgan, and I'm really curious what they do first period. Is it? Yeah. What class do you two have together first period?
Yeah. What do you think we both get up to? I mean, I was gonna say computer lab, but that's not really your jam. I don't think. So I don't know. What do you reckon?
Yeah, I feel.
Oh, I think it's computer lab.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
fine.
yeah.
Definitely not your
Yeah.
jam.
Yeah, it's not my jam.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So working on typing right now, and you're in computer lab together, standing next to each other, and there's kind of like some kind of typing program, and Mr. Chandra is walking up and down the completely silent classroom, just kind of like tapping his ruler.
All right.
Yeah.
Then I'm gonna type a message to you because we gotta be
we've got
silent.
computers open,
We got
yeah.
computers. We gotta be silent. So it's Bert and Saw at the party.
I'm like,
You could whisper in Soto voice to each other.
yeah,
a little
like
bit if you
keep
wanted
it
to.
low.
Yeah.
But if you're messaging, I'm gonna message
that's
back.
fine too, I
and
just wanna say.
There's like a side, like it pops up and there's a sidelong like, you know, like look over at you and then I just go like, and I type really slow. It's literally like this shit.
I'm like impatiently.
Yeah. And it comes back like, saw what? Nothing happened.
Just some girls getting frisky in the woods.
Oh. Just.
Oh.
That's how we're playing this? Question mark?
Why? Or why not?
Okay. And then, before you can type another message, you can see I'm typing something else, and it comes up like the Morgan is typing thing, and it goes like, what do you think, though? And then I look over at you and I do one of these.
Oh, sounds like you're perhaps trying to turn someone on.
Yeah, let's do it. I'm
Please.
terrible at this. My rod is minus
Oh,
one.
God.
Hots.
I'm a fucking corpse.
I mean, pretty sexy corpse. Let's be real. Let's be real.
That's a 7. What do we get?
Ooh, okay.
So for turn someone on a 7, I can choose to either give. They can choose to either give me a string or choose one of the reactions below. I guess is what it says here.
Mm-hmm.
So what do you reckon? Because it's on you, I think.
Yeah, either the string or one of those fictional choices.
So the question was a little bit unclear, but
I mean, the wink was solid though.
oh yeah, no, the wink is solid,
Yeah.
but I feel like you might. There was a way to interpret the question as, "What do you think of the fact that I'm alive?"
totally.
Right? But that's not
Totally.
how. That's not how it's gonna go. Like you succeeded on your roll. I think it's. What do I think? I could see more. I think it's just straight up like,
All right.
let's do it.
All right. So it's the I
It's
give
like,
give
myself
myself
to
to
I
you,
give
yeah.
myself
All
to
right. After class. Enter.
like this class.
Yeah.
Very well. At that moment, Mr. Chandra's little face just kind of appears right next to you. He's a small man. Definitely smaller than you.
Mm-hmm.
And he says, this doesn't look like a typing exercise, Saoirse.
It's typing.
Yes, but you're not supposed to. You're supposed to have the typing program. Mabaspeakin teaches Typing 4 Pro.
Oh shit!
Here, let me help you. And puts his hand on your hand and like physically moves the mouse to click the other thing.
No, there's
You like
I like smack
you
him.
like smack him. Yeah. Okay. So lash out physically.
I'm startled.
Lash out physically.
Oh shit!
Here we go.
So begins.
That's a 10,
Gone.
and I gain string on him because of my primal dominance.
Okay, great. I think you like kind of like smack him in the nose and like knock his glasses askew. He's like, ugh!
Done.
He just like doesn't know what to
Pretty sure
do.
Teachers aren't supposed to touch students.
Yeah. No.
No, I say that.
Oh, you say that too.
Yes.
Okay. Cool.
Like everybody's looking. Like everyone in the classroom is like walking.
Yeah, and you just like make it socially impossible for him to do anything. He's like, I didn't realize your hand was on the mouse, and he just like awkwardly goes and sits behind his desk, and he's just kind of
Fuck
behind
this.
behind
What
monitors.
a fucking sleazy
Gross.
bastard.
I need to murder this asshole at some point.
And he's just behind monitors the rest of the class and doesn't say anything else to you. So yeah, that happens. So after class, where did the two of you
I wait
Rendez
outside the
goes?
class. I wait outside the classroom for you to like filter out, and then
Rooftop, absolutely. Yeah.
Oh, okay, cool. So
Yeah, there's like I imagine there's like an access that like you're not supposed to go.
It's like,
there's
yeah.
like a ladder or something in one of the
Right.
back corridors and like the janitor corridors. You know what I mean?
And it's really heavy.
Yeah.
But it just
But you got it.
turn it
Totally.
open. Yeah, I take
okay,
naps
so y'all
up
head
here.
up to the rooftop, and we're gonna pause there for a moment.
Yeah.
After yearbook class, I think that So what do y'all do after that?
I mean, I'm fucking off. Like, I'd stop the thing. Like, I'll talk to him at lunch probably. I'm gonna go find Morgan so I can actually talk to someone I actually like for a little bit.
Oh, you're looking for me?
Yeah.
All right, fantastic. So you go off looking for Morgan. Iris, how about you?
I'm checking social media to kind of like look at what Jackie's been talking about in class.
All right, cool.
See what she
And
said.
Jackie, you're getting this kind of like barrage of messages from your people. Kind of like what kind of posts do you have planned for the rest of the day?
I think what I want to do is go into the woods and kind of do this like camping, hiking, nature themed vlog.
Oh, nice. That sounds really nice.
Yeah, because I have to like it's always important to stay in touch with like natural elements when you're considering your look, because you don't want to go like nighttime makeup in the day. You have to have like a natural look. So definitely like the barely there makeup vlog.
Nice. And is this like a after school plan, a weekend plan, or you like a cutting class plan?
How much do I care about class? Not at all.
What do you need this class for?
Not
Anyway,
at all.
you're already making
Yeah.
money.
Yeah, I'm just at school. I'm like already rich. So yeah, we're just gonna leave.
Oh, okay, cool. Great. So you gather your posse together. Yeah, looks like you're about to say something.
Yeah, I wanted to like kind of chase Jackie down the hall.
Oh,
Be
fantastic.
Like Jackie.
Yeah. So you've got your posse around you, or who are the ones that are physically go to school with you?
I think all three of them.
Oh,
do.
okay. Stacy,
Yeah.
Burton, and Kim. Okay,
Yeah.
great. So you, Stacy, Burton, and Kim are all there, and you hear Iris's voice behind you. All like everyone kind of turns eerily in concert with each other. See you.
As you do.
Hey Jackie, I just wanted to talk to you.
Looking for some bashing tips, Iris? Says Kim.
And like Jackie is caught off guard because she has this huge like hate crush. So when Kim says that, she like snaps back too. She's like, "Yeah, Iris. Yeah, what?"
Well, I was just wondering if you'd be interested in maybe learning some things or two about natural beauty products. I know how much you love to, show the rest of the world, and I think you could owe it to to the environment to at least use responsible products, and I can show you some of the things that I use around the woods to.
Not everybody here wants to like clean their hair with pine needles, pine tar.
It's oak sap, okay, and it makes my dreads like
White
super tight.
Oh man, yeah, and
Christ.
of course Stacy's all over that. It's like, that is culturally appropriative. White people shouldn't have dreads.
Look, Iris, I don't know if you're like suggesting a collab or something with me, but like I have a rate.
I mean,
And a brand.
well, I was just thinking that maybe it would be beneficial for your brand to learn a thing or two about the ways of nature.
So one thing you can do, Iris, is offer a string to Jackie to do something that you want. Oh, by the way, one-shot experience. You get experience every time you fail a roll.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So remember to mark that down if that happens.
Okay. I'll pull a string, tempt Jackie to join me, or I basically want to promise that I'll help bring her brand into the natural side of beauty and cosmetics.
Okay. So you are
Pulling a string.
pulling a string.
Yeah.
Okay.
The hate crush grows.
Can I see the? Yeah.
Yeah, and Stacy is just ready to pounce with her talons, but she can tell she's held in check. She sees that you're considering it, and she's super aware of what you're doing at all times. She's kind of back and forth
Yeah.
she's checking for your reaction.
And I'm like, I mean, fine.
Cool.
Yeah, but you have to make sure you retweet everything and get it out on all of your social media, because I'm not doing this to give you exposure.
Well, I don't really have a social media. And she's totally just lying about that. She has the shadow accounts or whatever, but
Yeah.
she keeps a bit of appearances that she doesn't do internet
Oh
stuff.
my god. Okay, you know what? Fine. Burton, no, not Burton. You can't do anything. Stacy, make a note on my calendar, please.
Yeah, it's my bujo.
Can I post things about my zine in it?
No, you definitely cannot post things about your dirty hippie zine.
Ew.
All right, we'll cut that there. So meanwhile, Morgan and Sorsha are up on the roof of the school.
Yeah.
It's an overcast day. You can hear the sound of rumbling thunderheads in the distance, and you see this beautiful vista of. You can see the edge of the town and how it kind of melts away into this gorgeous, untamed forest.
So yeah,
and there's someone drug a mattress up here. Ew. But that's in addition to that, there is just a various beer cans. This is definitely a party spot that for some reason the janitor never doesn't care. I think the janitor doesn't care.
There used to be a lock on the door, but they never replaced it, so it's still accessible.
Yeah. Someone kept breaking it.
Yeah. Someone.
What are the two of you up to?
So Saoirse's the first one up and hauls you up the last part of the ladder and doesn't put you down. So puts you against the puts you against there's a structure for maintenance or whatever.
And I think Morgan just sort of hangs limply. It's hold. Usually you'd expect someone to pull back against it a little bit, but there's it's slack. You know?
Alright.
Yeah.
So I need to get real close. And what does it feel like? What did it feel like?
You'll have to be more specific.
Saturday?
Oh. I don't really feel like much.
We can fix that. So she's smelling you a lot? Mm-hmm. There's definitely a lot of
I think the smell you get off Morgan at the werewolf increased scent sort of vibe is very corpsey. You know,
that's not my favorite.
It's not, but it's all masked, right? It's underneath this layer of attempted flowery perfume and stuff, because she knows that she has that kind of smell.
Yeah.
So it's It's not a great smell.
No,
yeah,
it's
she
not.
doesn't smell good.
It's the smell of death underneath that. It just makes it
Exactly.
worse.
Yeah, it
At
makes
least
it
you
kind
didn't
of
use
worse.
Axe body spray.
No.
Could be worse.
So, why aren't you dead?
Yeah, this is a long story. Am I still like just hanging?
Yeah.
You just got me like up
Are you
against the
just
wall.
yeah?
Yeah, alright. It's like she's just limp. Like her feet are dangling like a little bit. Like just limp. And she's just like, it's a long story. Yeah, I don't do that.
You don't die.
No.
Yeah.
No, I don't. I don't even know if I live, really. What's got you all riled up? Captain of the lacrosse team doesn't usually just kill people. I saw what I saw.
So, neither of us are normal.
Say that again.
You know what I am. There are movies about wolves.
Not
What
so,
are you? Are you Frankenstein? Did
Not
someone make you?
not so many movies about me, and I like the limpness. Like, you know, she pulls her arms up and like pulls her sleeve back, and you can see there's like stitched lines like all over,
Right.
where there are like slightly different shades of skin.
Yeah,
and
it's
so
picking
forth.
staples
Like,
out of my teeth.
yeah, it's a little gross for sure. And she says, "I don't think anything really gets to me, but I do like it when people are scared."
Mhm. Well, you got, you know, half the school afraid of you.
That's the point.
More if, you know,
Keeps
if
the
they saw
heart
what you were.
pumping.
Gotcha.
A couple drops
But
of grain
Chloe-
start to fall.
Ooh,
Chloe's
rain.
not scared of you. No.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
I was
you
just
want to
gonna
do
say,
a meanwhile?
whenever I arrive.
Sure.
So
Or
I
you
just
could
said
show
your
up on
name.
this.
Yeah, I was looking for you.
I literally
Yeah,
just
you-
said your name because part of my agenda is
Yeah.
like finding out about you.
Yeah,
Here,
so you're
yeah.
like, Chloe's not scared of you.
Yeah.
I'm like, Chloe's a special case. And then maybe Chloe?
Let's do a meanwhile.
Yeah,
Alright.
meanwhile.
So, meanwhile, you go off looking for. So you go off looking for Morgan and Saoirse. How do you go about doing that?
I mean, I think it's literally just I hang out with Morgan a lot recently, so it's just like, okay, where does she go? Either ditches class and goes into the woods randomly because she doesn't feel like being here, or roof, or
Okay.
like boiler room.
Okay,
It's
fantastic.
like a couple of back spots, like
Yeah.
around the corner in the cafeteria, that kind of
Yeah.
stuff. Yeah.
Okay, sounds great. So, great. So, yeah. So go ahead and like enter when you feel like it's. So how far? So this was kind of like a what? Yeah. So how far do you guys get before Chloe
Well, I
interrupts you?
think it's more of like we're having this conversation about how we're both weird.
Yeah, but like from like 3 inches
from
apart.
like literally this close. Yeah.
Great, so
With
this
some
is
sniffing
it,
and
yeah.
some like clothes.
There's
being,
definitely like some there's some
Yeah.
tension, but it's like sexual tension.
Right, like you roll up your sleeve and it might like tear open like
Yeah,
you know,
Alright.
something
yeah.
else
Fantastic.
to get a look. And now I'm asking about Chloe, right? Like,
Totally.
All right.
Chloe's
And
not
as
scared
you
of
do that, yeah,
I
door
think
opens.
actually, like the asks about Chloe, and like you can see like in the background, like a door slightly opens but doesn't open all the way, so it's like
Nice.
just an eye looking through.
Oh, so you're
Okay,
watching.
so you're
watching
sneaking.
secretly.
For now.
Love
yeah.
it. Yeah.
So I think the conversation goes like, Chloe's a special case.
Yeah, she is. Not everyone goes from loser to, you know, rock star
I don't
in
care.
a couple of weeks.
I don't care about that.
I care.
Why do you care?
Some of us are special. Some of us have power, and that's tasty.
Do you think Chloe?
Something changed. You know what it is?
People change all the time.
Not like that.
Search me.
I think like around now is when like rather than like open it like normally or anything, it's like a kick open because she doesn't do
Bam.
anything unsubtly. So it's like pretends like she just kicked open the door normally.
Okay, great. Yeah. So Chloe appears.
Looking for you.
Oh, speak of the devil.
I'm just like held in.
Right?
It's like a
folding
lifted
it, like,
position. I
sideways.
look
I think
over.
it's just like a single raised eyebrow. Like doesn't even
Yeah.
like undress it like.
I look over and I'm like, oh hi.
going on up here?
How's a yearbook?
Laughs. I don't even know. I haven't paid attention to my class in weeks.
Sounds fair.
What are you doing
Slide
here?
you down to the ground. Yeah.
Cerise, right? Or like actually, that's your like I'm trying to remember.
Saoirse.
Sure, thank you.
So-
She would have remembered
Okay,
that.
she
I
remembers
wouldn't
the
have.
character. It's not. Yeah. Okay. We're just talking.
Talking. That was an awful close distance.
It was, wasn't it?
Well, you know, we got really close.
Oh, are you trying to turn on Chloe now?
I am. Yeah.
All right. Hot.
It was, wasn't it?
Yeah. So do you kind of like saunter over or something, or like
Yeah.
what's Saoirse
yeah.
doing?
So it's like, it was, wasn't it?
Yeah,
Like
it was.
walking
I know,
towards
it's
the
like-
place.
It's totally the like drop the corpse, move
Right.
on, what I want.
Yeah.
But just like keep approaching. Like so if you back up,
Doesn't
like,
even flinch.
Yeah. Delicious.
Delicious.
So that's a 9.
Oh, okay, great.
Ideal in this game.
Yeah.
What happens?
So what are your? Oh yes, there we go.
Here.
Oh, you have to
See,
choose.
Yeah. So you
Yeah.
can either take a
Yeah.
string or
Yeah.
choose one of those
One of those.
reactions.
Give a string. Promise something I think you want, or I can embarrass and act awkward. Fuck acting awkward. That one's funny, but no. Giving a string would make sense. No, I think it's just like. Have I noticed like how you like? Actually, I'm just gonna start out say it. Like I've noticed they've been looking at me lately. It's.
Wait, which choice did you make?
Promise something I think they
Oh,
want.
thank you.
Is I'm
Yeah.
building up
Great.
to the whole
Great, right.
thing.
Thanks.
So, like, I noticed they've been looking at me lately.
Yeah, you're different. You're not the same Chloe you were.
Damn right
a
I'm
month
not.
ago. That's right. Yeah.
No, that Chloe's dead. Chloe will remain
Good.
dead.
Leave her dead. I like new Chloe.
You see Chloe behind Saoirse on the wall, the numeral 6 graffitied in red spray paint.
Can I insert the background in this situation?
Please,
They're
yeah.
talking,
Yeah.
but me, I've walked over to the edge of the roof.
Yeah.
And like
I'm just like looking down over the edge, like toes are over.
Yeah.
Like looking down over the edge.
It's
being
almost like pulling you.
ooh, it's real
calling for
nice. Yeah, like the fear in me is like,
Yeah.
you know.
I think I have like an eye on that, but I'm almost like, how much do I know, if anything,
I
about
don't
your?
think you know that I'm like
Okay.
special in any way.
So I'm
Nice.
like, narrows eyes, but it doesn't harp on that yet because
Yeah, I
it's
mean,
like
you got this.
you're just
werewolf
kind
in
of
your
crazy.
face. I am just kind of crazy. It's
So
true,
it's just
yeah.
like, how about you go for a ride at some point? You, me, Morgan, you're cool with that.
How about you and me?
Fair enough.
Alright.
Now good?
Yeah, you got nowhere to be.
I'm
So I'll like
obsessed.
take you by the hand at that point.
I'm like, see you around, Morgan. I'll be back later.
I'm like looking over the edge, down over the edge, and I'm just like, later.
All right.
we are not stopping here because we're awful.
Okay, so this next scene is in Jackie. You have your own car, or who owns a car between you and your gang?
Squad.
Squad, yeah.
God damn it, I think it's Burton. I think it's Burton.
All right, so
He's a video editor. He knows shit.
you and Burton are riding in the front, and it's maybe like a Ford Escalade, and Iris is in the back with you and the rest of your and Stacy. Well, maybe it's a van. I guess maybe Burton has a minivan.
And my bike.
Oh, and your bike, yeah, definitely.
Yeah, so definitely Van.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. So yeah, your bike is all like kind of wheel off. It's like kind of packed.
Yeah,
in
it's
the
like
back.
sticking out, like the vent door's not even closed. It's just like hanging out the back of the
Okay. Cool. Well, where do you like to ride, Jackie?
Where do I
In
like
the
to ride?
van.
I'm definitely shotgun.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you're shotgun.
Yeah.
Okay. Great. And Stacy is next to Iris in the middle seat, and we have and Kim's in the back on her phone. And Stacy is just kind of like grilling Iris and briefing her about how to behave on camera and the do's and don'ts of of being on Jackie's stream. That's going on right now, and you all are making your way out to the woods.
Yay.
Yeah. What do you do?
I'm like checking my makeup in the rear view mirror and kind of like I'm really upset that it started raining. Because that is not what I wanted.
Yeah,
for
totally.
my video.
I look out the window. I'm like, oh sweet, I get a shower today.
Yeah. And Burton's very sensitive. He's very sensitive to your moods, and he's trying to people please you right now. And he's just like, oh, I could get an umbrella. We could stop by. We could stop by Walco, and I could pick up some umbrellas. Maybe this could be kind of cool, kind of like singing in the rain.
You don't have to do that. There's plenty of like big palms, like big branches. We can just carry those around. They'll keep us dry.
Look, you idiots! It's not about getting wet. It's about the lighting.
Oh well, yeah, I could fix a lot of that in post, Jackie.
But we're supposed to be doing a vlog about being natural.
Yeah, I know you're right.
You can't like post-produce the shit out of it first.
Stupid. I'm sorry. That was really dumb. You're right. Natural.
And then Iris is like really like flattered by that when Jackie said that, because she's like trying to like preserve nature of the video. Like,
it's beautiful.
She only shoots in RAW if she ever uses her camera.
So Burton turns off Holly Street onto those kind of like switchback, logging roads, and starts making. You all start making your way kind of deeper to the trailhead. There's kind of like a park trailhead that you're all making your way towards now, and the car's starting to get, and it gets a little bit bumpier. Oh man, yeah. Oh, what about that? Like that, we could maybe use the rain. Maybe that could be like the thing. It could be kind of like one of those wet, sassy, sexy kind of photo shoots.
I live out there, so that's perfectly fine with me.
First of all, ew. But second of all, maybe that could work with you and me.
Yeah, I think so.
One, two, cool.
All right, cut to the site. So, Iris, why don't you describe the site in the woods that you've led Jackie and the crew to?
Okay, so I've led her to like a glen. So it's kind of like an opening in the forest a little bit. So there's some sunlight coming in, like from the rain clouds. So it's not completely dark.
Yeah.
So like Iris has kind of thought this through a little bit. So because she's basically stalking Jackie on social media.
Well, yeah.
She's like, oh, I have a good site for this. She's already been like planning some of this out. And so it's basically like a glenny meadow thing with like flowers and stuff. That Iris has like been curating, because it's partially like she treats all of nature like her personal garden. So she cultivates different wildflowers and stuff.
Oh, that's so lovely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And she's like, Jackie, you would like it out here, see?
And I'm like, my sandals are not at all appropriate for like the muddy texture around at all. So I'm kind of carefully picking my way across, and I've been looking down, and then I look up and I'm paused, and I'm like taken aback by like the overwhelming beauty of nature.
Is this okay? Do we like this? Do we like this? Burton says.
It's beautiful.
Wow, this is really beautiful. And everyone's kind of nodding at each other.
Yeah, see, I told you you'd like it, Jackie.
You're like low-key kind of a savant at vlogging.
Yes.
Cool.
You should totally get a channel.
I mean, I don't really know too much about it, Jackie. Perhaps maybe you can teach me sometime, and then I can show you some more of these wonderful places here in the forest.
How much sexual tension is in this? Yeah, I'm feeling the vibes.
Yeah, I'm trying. I was trying to like steer towards like a turn on.
Are you trying to do that? How do you try and turn on Jackie Price?
I was gonna like maybe grab like a flower or something off the ground, and like pick it for her, and like kind of caress her cheek as I like try to put like on her ear or something like that.
Ooh.
Okay.
Wow.
Yeah.
So
Hand lingers.
Quite forward.
you do that. Let's see how Jackie Price feels about
Roll
that.
them bones.
Roll them bones.
Roll hot.
And then I have okay. No.
What'd you get?
5.
A 5.
Oh wait, no. Hold on. 6. I got a 6.
You got a 6.
Still a failure.
Still.
If you want, you could spend one of those strings that you have on Jackie to bump that up to a 7. Which would be a
Yeah,
partial
let's make it
success.
steamy in the woods.
Okay, so you're going to spend one of those
Yeah.
strings. So go ahead and erase that from your sheet.
And then.
Oh, it's the other way
you need
around.
to pick one of the.
Yeah, I give myself to you.
Oh.
I totally I'm leaning in and slightly off balance because I don't know I'm doing it, and I'm just kind of yeah, I would love to show you. We could start a travel log about the woods, and then and I start and I pause and look over my shoulder, and I'm like, Kim, did you get a photo of that? Because it was really cute.
Yes, it definitely got a photo.
excellent.
It is so hot. It's already got so many likes.
Oh my God, what's your Instagram?
Well, I don't really have one.
What about Irish Travels or Iris X Woods or Iris X Jackie?
You could set it up right now on the phone.
Yeah,
should we set up a buddy Instagram? That's brilliant.
Let's go with that, Jackie, and then they do a selfie together as the first post on it.
Awesome, cool.
But you already have an Instagram account logged in on your phone?
Oh.
That's a really good point.
I don't know. I guess Jackie probably would be on all social media, so I guess Iris probably would have been logged in. So.
Oh, I mean, is your phone out?
Oh.
Because that's how it would appear. That's how you would get caught, is if your phone was out and you opened up Instagram, then they would see that you had that account.
No, I don't think I did it like that because I was trying to give off the vibe that I don't really care about social media.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
So it's
maybe
use your phone to make it sort of deal.
Yeah,
Okay,
since they already took the cute photo, the NPCs. I can't remember their name.
Stacy.
Stacy and Kim.
Stacey and Kim, yeah.
I figured they would probably upload that photo.
Okay,
So
great.
maybe they'll make the account.
So we've got this steamy photo shoot ensues, and
Steamy, rainy forest photo.
exactly,
Yeah.
and Jackie X Iris is born and just immediately begins to accumulate all these followers. Super exciting. Okay, so let's go ahead and visit on our friends. We see Saoirse and Chloe, who are making their way out towards the parking lot. And you receive that familiar buzz in your pocket.
Oh,
Yeah.
shit.
I'm gonna
They call
it's she has the one arm. It's usually I being led but not very dragged or anything. It just has the one arm and very quickly looks.
It says, "Don't forget your friend Steve."
Yeah, I think the response is "fuck you," and then turn
You type back "fuck you."
yeah
All right. Why don't you go ahead and roll to shut down 6?
Shut. Oh god. Okay. Yeah, that doesn't make sense. Sadly, I was thinking, can I elsewise power a different move to help me do this better? But that would be taking power from him to shut him down.
Yeah, that doesn't.
And that doesn't work.
Doesn't vibe. This doesn't vibe.
No, it's wait. What's my cold? -1.
Nope.
6.
6.
I rolled a 7. But
Oh, rolled a 6 on 6 is shut down.
6 on 6.
It was
Let's
faded.
take a little break. Does that sound
Yeah, let's take a
sure.
look at
good?
it.
Yeah,
Brilliant.
great.
So we'll be back in a couple of minutes. Don't go anywhere. Stream. We're gonna get some drinks and stuff.
awesome. Hello.
Ross, I hand it to you.
So
Fuck my shit up.
your phone, which has been dead this whole time, the screen goes blank again. Great. Maybe that went over well. You put your phone away, and the two of you make your way across the parking lot over to that sweet, sick ride that you've got. You hop in, fire up, plug in, turn, put the keys in, turn it. It's just like it's making like really strange noises, and like you can like turn it again. Like the engine's kind of like hiccuping a little bit, and then it fires up.
All right.
Great, no problems. All right, cool. See, so
model muscle cars.
So the two of you head off. Oh, where are you going to, by the way?
I think just driving down that same wooded track we were on earlier.
Okay,
cool.
You're just gonna go hit some of the old forest roads.
Probably
find a nice little secluded spot. Or would you take? You probably wouldn't. Well, actually, your parents are at work all day, so there's no one home. If you wanted to go back to your place.
Oh shit!
Yeah, surprise me.
Yeah, I think it's we're taking the scenic route there.
Okay, fantastic.
Sort of deal.
Fantastic. Mm-hmm. Okay, so Morgan, you're sitting there. You're standing on top of the roof. The thunder clouds are roiling overhead, and just like rain. The heavens open up.
I think
the rain's pouring down.
I think staring down into and I'm soaked. I'm absolutely drenched immediately, and I'm standing on the ledge of this building.
Yeah.
And that heart pumping feeling that I don't have unless I'm scared or someone else is scared.
Yeah.
Is rushing through me, and I think the thing I ask out loud to no one as much as I can is what the fuck is happening? Who? What am I? Who am I? That kind of shit. I have no answers, sort of thing. So I'd like to gaze into the abyss.
Gaze into the abyss, if I ever heard one.
And see what happens.
All right, fantastic.
In the rain on the rooftop.
Why don't you go ahead and name what it is that you're looking for?
I am looking for answers as to why I'm here. Why I exist.
Okay.
Such existential questions.
Why don't you go ahead and roll with dark?
Yep. That is a 7.
Okay. Fantastic. So, you close your eyes and you feel the rain against your skin. And as the rain hits those different patches of skin, you feel slightly different. It feels a little bit different. And you become overwhelmed with this flood of memories. And you look up and see an EMT looking down at you, frantically trying to revive you, while this heartbroken mother, while your mom, who has got this kind of who's like a black woman with really like beautiful hair and just like really she looks like a very wealthy person, is looking down at you and while the EMT is trying to revive you. And then you have this other moment of where you see yourself in a hospital and your family's there, and you can feel, you know, that you're dying of cancer, and this really these really like heartbroken parents who are a white couple are there, and they're kind of like holding your hand. And then you have just like this kind of like flood of like several different memories where you see
deaths,
like different people, and and then you have this sense of like opening your eyes, and you see all of those people, but they're each this like, let's say like 5 different people.
Sure. And
they are all wearing these like kind of like crimson robes, and the air is thick with incense around you, and they're kind of like surrounding like a semicircle, and then they see your faces, and they're all kind of looking down at you, and just like in amazement that it actually worked. And then the vision vanishes.
The vision ends. Yeah. I think like end of this vision, I have to fall off this rooftop. Like that's what has to happen. Like
you just like stagger.
I'm like super concentrated on this vision, and then there's like the gasp, you know, as I like open my eyes, and there's the tilt forward, and just like the plummeting camera, you know, like as she like falls off the roof.
Okay, great. So you fall off the roof and die.
Yep.
Okay, great. Okay, so
moving on.
Okay, so Jackie and Iris, you were finished with your photo shoot, and Burton is kind of like in the rain's kind of coming down. Everybody's like soaked, and Stacy is just ecstatic with how well things are going. Really, really stoked about it.
She's into it.
Yeah. So what do you do?
So I wanted to like close the meetup basically, the whole collab with like a ritual, and I kind of want to talk to the Fairy King.
Oh, fantastic. Great. So is that what you're telling? Do you just say that to everybody, or like what are you telling?
I'm basically like, Jackie, I don't know if you all would mind, but I would like to celebrate our ending of our wonderful time out here with a nice ritual that I'd like to share with you.
And there's like, as that sentence progresses, you're like, celebrate the ending of our, and then you say nice ritual, and she's like, wait, what?
Yeah.
That's not what I wanted.
I would really appreciate it, and also I really don't want you to share it with anybody online, if that's okay.
Sounds like it turns someone on, potentially.
I mean, isn't the whole point to like share your whatever it is you do all day?
Well, this is something that's more special.
So the first thing about being a vlogger is that the personal is profitable. Iris.
Ooh.
That's a good slogan.
Yeah,
well, Jackie, this is something that I would rather not share with the rest of the world.
Jackie is a public personality, Iris, Stacy says.
Yeah.
She kind of her bangled jewelry like shaking as she's like kind of gesturing back and forth. Her life is public. She's in the public eye. And now you're part of this. You are in the public eye too.
Well, this is something that's more personal between me and my spirits.
Great. Let's film it.
I don't think they'd appreciate that.
And Jackie, as I said at the beginning, was wearing this like kind of ivory colored summer dress that is now completely soaked through and transparent. It's like,
oh damn.
Obviously. And she like twirls like her like wet hair around her finger and like takes a couple of steps closer and it's like, Iris, how about you let us film it and I will allow you to sign off on it before I post it anywhere, just to make sure that we are representing you the way you want to be represented. And I'm trying to turn you on.
Okay.
Ooh. Okay.
Roll those dice, please.
There you go.
Roll hot.
Jackie is not hot, but that's okay.
Jackie's
Your man's not hot.
Oh, 7!
No,
No,
That's
-1.
-6.
That's
-1.
-6.
Oh, shit.
Anti-hot that. is
She's not
6.
hot. She's good at faking hot.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So you roll a 6. That means I have to make a move.
You did get XP.
I have no XP. I've learned nothing.
You're just really
I've
good at
already
everything
died.
already.
That was one of your goals, though.
It's true, and I'm gonna wake up, so it's cool.
Right.
Yeah.
You're good.
Okay, so, Iris, you can tell that Jackie is blatantly like trying to hit on you right now. So I'm gonna go ahead and give you a string on Jackie.
Okay.
But you get to decide, how you want to receive that.
I still want to do the ritual because it's very important to me, and I really want to share it with someone that I know cares about me. But basically, I do like a hard no on her saying like to share it with anybody outside of this.
Yeah, and I think you know what I think what happens is Stacy actually she's kind of on Iris's side. She says, Jackie, honestly, you're soaked right now. Your dress is kind of see-throughsville.
Jean jacket goes.
Yeah, I don't think we could film this anyway.
You're right. That's
Yeah, Kim's like, yeah, we're not one of those channels.
You're right. I'm still in high school. Okay, fine.
You're right, I'm still.
So you promise you won't share with anybody?
Yeah, we'll just wait in the van.
Yeah.
They have to promise too.
And Bird's like, yeah, I got a bunch of editing to do.
I mean, if we're not filming it, you guys can go.
But you, I guess you get a ride back. How will you get back?
Leave the van. Just go.
You're so good.
All right, I want you to
Iris,
shut
Iris
down
just
Burton.
kind of does like a little,
Shutting down Burton. That's an 8.
All right, great. Burton, his like mouth kind of like opens like he's gonna protest, and then it kind of closes, and then like opens again. It's like, and you just kind of like you sort of give him the eyes, and he's like, okay, Jackie.
I shouldn't have to tell you these things. Oh my God.
You're the boss.
I'm the star.
Yeah, the boss in the star.
Oh,
And then like Stacey and Kim just like are like I'll like leave on foot.
Slowly walk into the woods that are never heard from again.
Jack, you're just gonna like pass them in the van on the way. And
Oh, absolutely.
Iris is just like looking back and is like, leave my bike, or no, because the van's still here, never mind.
Yeah.
Iris is like, like still cheerfully like waving him up.
Bye.
Jackie almost did nothing wrong so far.
Jackie has done nothing wrong.
Yeah.
Almost.
And so I guess Iris starts to prepare for her ritual, which is to just basically take her clothes off and lay down on the grass and basically stare up at the sky as the rain falls down on her. And Jackie, Jackie, I need you to be quiet, and I'd also like you to take a seat behind my head.
Like on the ground?
Yeah.
I'm wearing an ivory dress.
There,
Think
you can
Jack-
use my clothes.
Jackie promised they were going to go along with this.
Yeah. You.
Ooh.
Well, I was gonna. I just kind of like give her my clothes. Just like sit down, and then I'm gonna consort the fairy king.
So, ooh.
So I take the clothes and I like put them down and like very carefully arrange my skirt around myself and like sit down behind your head and I'm like, are we gonna like Spider-Man kiss?
Yes.
Sorry.
You are now.
Well,
Okay, so you're summoning the Fairy King.
yeah. So
Okay,
gaze into the abyss.
What are you looking for?
I want to know. It says here that I can. Yeah, find hidden strings, I guess, and so on.
Yeah, you're still making the Gaze in the Abyss move, and part of it is I ask you what you're looking for.
Oh, okay.
And then you have a question for the Abyss.
Yeah.
Ah, okay.
Here.
Ah.
It does very much feel like a tribunal.
Yeah.
Name.
Okay. So yeah, I want to know. I guess Jackie's intentions about me, or my feelings of like trying to basically be part of Jackie's.
It's like, how can I woo Jackie? the
Yeah.
best?
Like, how can I woo her?
How can
and,
you
like,
win? How can you win Jackie's love?
without her finding out about my creepy stalker social media accounts?
Okay.
How can you win her love? I think that's
How can you win
yeah.
her heart? Maybe.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah.
Sounds appropriately fairy-like.
Aw.
Okay, great.
It'd be creepy if it was like, I mean, it would be less creepy if it wasn't to a fairy king.
Yeah.
Like,
Go ahead and
Just
naked.
ask.
yeah. Once you
Well, I mean, okay. Yeah,
you
I-
can't, 'cause
yeah. I
it's
think I'll go this way.
great. Great. Why don't you go ahead and roll?
Okay, so this one's dark, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep. Roll with dark.
So 10?
Oh.
Oh no,
right.
a 9.
A 9. Okay. Cool. You could. Do you have any? If you have a string left on Jackie, you could spend it at this moment to make that a 10. But I don't know if you have any strings left.
I
I have one string left, so yeah, I'll go ahead and spend it.
Why not?
Yeah. Why not?
Okay. Great.
Heck.
There's no reason not to.
Yeah.
So the two of you are lying, and I think we see the camera kind of like this kind of like the camera kind of pulling back this overhead view of the two of you, and like the rain's coming down over your bodies, and there are these huge like ancient branches of trees that are just dripping with ancient moss, and the water is coming down over them, and the rain, which was coming down quite hard, begins to slow into a trickle, and then stop. And this mote of sunlight somehow finds its way through the canopy, illuminating the two of you with its warm touch. And some amount of time passes. It's not even quite clear. It's just this perfect, entrancing moment, and all of the just the insecurity and the inhibition just kind of like goes away, and you can like really feel both of you this deep feeling of connection with nature. You can feel almost like these trees that are around you that are living in their roots that are going deep into the ground and being nourished by this rain which is falling and feeding upon the sun that is glowing. And then the Fairy King steps into the grove. And the Fairy King is at first you just they move so slowly and so gently and so at peace with the force that you didn't notice until they were right there before you. And this ancient man with like skin that's skin that like the skin that almost looks like the bark of a tree, like kind of that color, and big deer antlers growing out of his head, and a beard that's just kind of like mossy green like the rest of it, and they're kind of almost like just clothed in moss that is coming from this beard and dripping all around them. And it just like reaches out and lends his hand to you and gives his hand to you, and he says, "Come, walk with me a bit through the woods, my child." And the two of you go off on a little walk together.
Okay.
And Jackie, you're just kind of there in the woods. For a bit.
So, like, for Jackie's perception, do I see all of this?
Yeah, I don't know.
Oh, okay. I thought that was up for you to say. Yeah, Jackie sees all of this.
Okay, cool.
And Jackie.
Okay. So I just kind of, I'm stunned, and I'm like, do I just stay here?
Oh, we'll be right back in a bit. Could you provide some refreshments for young Iris's guest?
And then, kind of like Disney style, these like birds start like coming down and like bringing like fruits and different, things that they've wild harvested from the forest, and it's like you're in some like crazy like San Francisco like vegan raw food restaurant all of a sudden. People are serving you like a deer kind of like comes up. You have like a little raccoon waiter that like is serving you foods.
And Jackie is like, this is because she's so like overproduced and like very intentionally constructed. This is all like incredibly bizarre. It would be bizarre anyway, but this is incredibly bizarre. And she just kind of like withdraws into herself, and it's like, don't leave me here alone with it. Should I wait in the van?
It's okay, Jackie. They'll treat you much better than your friends over there hiding behind the van.
Stop and I turn around. Yeah, Jackie is...
Oh, just a moment. We just...
Yeah.
I just need a private word with Iris. You understand.
Yeah, sure.
It'll be worth it, Jackie. Just play with the deer. They're really friendly.
Oh, whatever. We could do this. We could do the scene with everybody here. Too.
No, it's totally fine. Just Jackie's having like
right,
a moment.
She's having a moment.
Of, like,
okay, cool.
Dissociation.
Yeah.
Okay, so the two of you go off on a walk. So the two of you go off on a walk through the woods. Meantime, we have Chloe and Saoirse are at Chloe's house.
I have a suggestion, which is that we scoot forward in time a little bit, because werewolves get protective. So I think it's going to be like really interesting to investigate the mystery of like your situation, because you're in a situation and that's not obvious at first. So like Saoirse has every intention of like getting to the bottom of what's going on, but she just winds up getting to the bottom of what's going on. So.
Good.
Yeah.
I'm cool triggering like fast forward a little bit after like skip past like at house like post sexy stuff. Like it's kind of like.
Oh, so you're going to the house to have sex?
Yeah, that was the intention.
Like you get tossed on the sofa in the living room.
Oh, that's great. Well, so bear with me for a moment.
Oh yeah, please.
So you arrive at the house. All the lights are off, which is normal. Your parents don't leave the lights on. And you open the door, and the two of you are kind of like stumbling in, just like so excited about, oh my god, we're gonna do some like sexy stuff. And you notice that there are 6 women sitting on the living room couch.
Yeah, this is an intervention. Please tell me it's not.
The fuck?
Each one of them they have skin, and one of them like reaches over and kind of turns a light on, and you see these people there. Their skin, they're completely hairless. Skin so pale, it's almost translucent, like and they are every part of them is white, and all of their clothing is white, and their shoes are white, and they say to you, Chloe, I am a bit upset at how you spoke with us earlier.
Like in same voice,
yes.
unison.
Oh
shit.
god.
Okay, making sure. Just want to make. I'm like, yeah, fuck. I'm just like, I just like cover my mouth. Like I go to like say something, and like you can see like it's like.
We gave you everything that you wanted. We just wanted you to be happy.
If you want me to be happy, please get the fuck out for a little. Like I'll talk to you later, please. Please, just go. I promise I'll do what you want. Just leave for a little bit.
Okay. It sounds like you are. There's something can you like offer people strings to do what you want?
Yeah. I don't have any strings on my dark power though.
Oh man.
That's not a
that's
thing.
not good for you.
That's rough.
I mean. The best I can. Let me see. Okay, so.
Are you going to try and shut them down again? Is that what's going on here?
So what I was thinking is perhaps, Yeah.
And what are you doing, Saoirse, while this is going on?
Yeah.
So
I'm
So
kinda
she
curious what
obviously
she's
that
doing
Chloe
actually
is just like
Right. Like my eyes go like wolf eyes and
Yeah.
people styling
Oh,
and like
no.
growl a little bit, but
Uh-huh.
I am using my heightened senses, my supernatural senses, one of the moves that I took,
Yeah.
to try to appraise this dangerous situation.
Oh, fantastic.
I
Yeah.
suck at it, but like failing rolls in
Yeah,
front
go
of
ahead.
a coven is the best.
Go ahead and roll it.
I know what I want to do after you do this now.
Cool,
So thank
great.
you for killing time.
You got it.
7.
6.
Oh,
Man,
boy.
That's the magic
This
number.
is very sad. It's very, very sad. Okay, well, yeah, the, oh, you totally recognized this scent before. This is, you remember when, so you said there were many wolves in the woods before? And
I was bitten by
You
a
were bitten.
wolf and transformed, and I've gone back, and there's never been any sign of like any wolves. There aren't normally wolves in the woods in like this area.
Okay, fantastic, fantastic. Okay, cool. So, it's funny, like sometimes missing moves is like one of the hardest things to deal with. Like,
Oh,
as a
yeah,
PC, 'cause
definitely.
You're like,
Mhm.
what would be the best thing?
Because it's basically
if
like,
only we
it's
had-
all you, you know?
If
So-
only we had had sex, I would have +1 to protect you.
Yep. And also, if only we had sex, they'd have a string on you and not less on me. You know.
At the moment, they were all paying attention to Chloe, but now all 6 of them have turned and they're paying attention to you. I'm giving 6 a string on you.
Great.
Good.
And they one of them they all kind of like pull out their phones, which are these like kind of like white iPhone-ish looking like devices, and they're looking up and they're kind of like nodding and looking at you. Saoirse Finch,
Who are these people?
interesting.
Sick. Don't. So yeah, my plan I think is I'm gonna try and gaze into the abyss and be like, how the fuck do we get out of here right now? Like, just please get us out. Like, I do not want to deal with this right now.
Oh, you could also just run away if you
I
want
mean,
to run away.
sure,
Oh,
but I
that's
don't
a
think
move.
that's a thing that like physically running out right now isn't something I think she can.
Okay,
is,
what
like-
does gazing into the abyss look like for you?
So I think for the most part, it's sort of like for a lot of this, 6's power is the only reason that makes her special.
Sure. Yeah.
But I think their presence and their like funnel of energies into her has given her some weird perceptions of like little things in the periphery of normal mortal vision that most people can't perceive. So I think it's sort of like a slowdown on like how like space and time start functioning slightly differently for her for a little bit.
So you're like it's kind of you sort of like check out for a minute.
Yeah,
and
it's like a
kinda have
small
this-
trance, and like a lot more time passes for her than everyone else for like a split second.
Okay. Okay. Great. That sounds great. Why don't you go ahead and roll?
They're on their phones. They're definitely reading the vague posts.
That's
Oh yeah,
I'm being
for sure.
13.
They're reading the big
Yeah.
post.
13.
Yeah, 13. Great.
Nice.
There you go.
Okay, so
Clear vision, basically.
yeah, you get a real clear vision. Yeah, and you just want to get them to go away.
Yeah, I'm
yeah,
just like
absolutely. Yeah. They. Yeah, I mean, it's really clear. They just want to make sure that you keep up your part of the bargain. So you either need to keep up your part of the bargain or give back what you were given. And you see, I think this manifests as there's like these. There's this version of you which is standing in this room right now, and then there's this other, and you see this other version of you in this other room which is completely empty, and it's how you used to be. You're holding your like fucking trombone or whatever, or your saxophone. Say with your saxophone case, and this voice is just repeating in your head like, which is it? Which is it?
Yep. Okay. So I'm like, I promise I will do what you say. Just give me some time. I whatever it is you want. I promise.
Okay. They one of them raises their hand up and turns off the light, and they're gone.
Wait a minute, you fuckers. What the fuck was that?
I think Chloe's gonna like take a like coat rack or something and be like, and just like, so I think for a second she's like completely silent and just like takes the coat rack and just slams it on the wall or something of like, fuck!
Just like smash it.
Complicated question right there.
Yeah, I'll say.
So was that a buzzkill?
I mean, that depends.
I mean, for a werewolf, I don't know.
Yeah, it's like complicated fucking questions, Charisse. Just they're part of what makes me me right now. They give me things, and I do things for them.
You're right. You're right.
Like,
She's taking it remarkably well.
they're a weird, fucked up family at this point, I guess.
So that's what changed.
I guess.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I like the new Chloe. I don't so much like the new family.
Ding dong. The bell rings. Who could it be? Who could it be?
I look out the
Who
peephole.
could it be? It's Steve.
God fucking damn it, Steve.
The rain is pouring down, and he's looking at his phone.
Oh my god.
Wait, are you still friends with Steve?
No, but they are. I like gesture to those
Steve
things.
has an in with the creepy bald
I have no.
bitches.
Okay, you have as much idea of what they want as I do right now.
Ding dong.
Like, throws open door and like
Oh,
does,
hey.
like might accidentally
Hey.
like push him down a stair or two. Like,
Well, accidentally, or you push him down
oh,
the stairs?
accidentally. Like it's like flings open door and I don't know how close he is. so,
Okay,
like,
cool. Yeah, sure. The store
When
bumps
your
into
front
him.
door opens out.
Yeah.
Damn.
It probably opens down.
Oh,
you know,
sorry.
like,
Yeah,
right.
sorry.
So anyhow,
Or there's a
sure.
porch door or
Yeah, Steve's
something.
there. He's like, oh, yeah. Thanks for inviting me over, Chloe. I don't have a lot of friends, you know. I really appreciate
in
it.
school.
What's that?
Aren't you supposed to be in school?
I was, but Chloe said it was really important that I come right now, and you know, I don't know. It's just the kind of friend I am. You know, wouldn't you help a friend of yours? If they, I mean,
Yeah.
oh, I can't pull up that message anymore.
Yeah. Okay, I have an idea. It's a bad idea, but I have an idea. So they were like, be best friends with Steve and like make but the nothing specific on that. Cool. I'm gonna use Elsewise power, and I'm gonna take the hex thing from Witch, and I'm gonna put Steve to sleep.
Oh, you're gonna put Steve to sleep.
I'm not gonna hurt him. I'm not gonna
Alright.
throw him out. I'm gonna put him to sleep. I'm gonna put him on the couch, and then we'll figure shit out from there.
I was thinking just leave him asleep on the stoop.
No, I have to take
Sure.
care of
You
him.
gotta make sure he's safe.
All right, what
Yeah.
does that look like? So a hex, a hex requires you have
Yeah.
like some kind of body part or some
Or
hair.
I stare in their eyes and chant in tongues.
That's true. You could do that as well.
That's the thing there.
That's the one.
This is a perfect de-escalation.
Way to go.
Okay, so you're going to do that. You're going
Yes.
to.
Oh, my best friend
Okay.
Chloe. Ah, skadash.
Mama say, mama sa, mama.
So yeah, I think it's just literally like,
So you're like, Steve, come on in.
yeah, I'm like, I'm going to like, I'm going to look at you and like, get rid of him. Okay. I'm like, I like.
So you're giving the dark power another
string, which
another
puts me
string
at
on
5, which puts me in darkest itself. I should point out.
you. Yeah.
Which I will. So yeah, I'm just gonna like stare in his eyes, and my eyes are gonna like turn like that like weird white color of their robes, like
Yeah.
I'll like fade away, and I'm just gonna chant in like tongues, and you can hear like echoing versions of the words around me, probably 6 versions. And yeah, he's gonna fucking fall asleep.
Yeah, roll with dark. See how that works.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Thanks.
I got it.
Yeah.
That's 5, 7.
7. Okay, great. So it works, but choose one. The casting does you 1 harm. It has a weird side effect. You can't choose trigger your darkest self because that's a Raven trigger.
I'll take a harm.
Oh wow. Okay, how's that? Manifest. Go ahead and fill in. the
I mean,
check.
I think like so. I need a pencil for the.
Oh, no, go ahead.
Thank you. So I think like I'm channeling this thing, and it's like you can visibly see that like what?
Sorry. Watching. Okay, the deep sleep.
Yes.
Oh, you enter a deep sleep.
Oh shit.
You enter a deep sleep and begin to see the world
which-
through the eyes of the hexed.
I was misremembering.
You might want to do a
spell.
different hex.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Let me scroll
It was
down.
totally chill.
My life is
you
Steve.
can wither Steve if you want.
I can't
Make
hurt
his teeth
Steve.
fall
That's
out.
the opposite of the thing.
You probably don't want to
to.
bind him. You probably don't want to keep him from lying. You probably don't want to use illusions.
Illusions would work
You
actually.
want to use illusions? Okay.
I'm not. I don't. Does it have to
Snakes
like?
and bugs and demonic visages.
Yeah, that all sounds like That all sounds like best friend stuff.
He loves bugs.
Steve, guess what? Your hair is spiders.
All right, do you want to retcon and do something different?
You can hypnotize with the vampire man.
Yeah,
That's the one.
yeah, that's
All
the
right,
one.
all right.
Hypnotize the vampire. I know that works perfectly. I swore the witch had a sleep spell.
But
All right,
you
we're
have to
gonna
roll
keep.
with
We'll just
hot.
keep the same roll.
That's fine.
For,
That's I'm actually hot. That's okay.
okay. So you get hot instead. So it'd be the same result.
Yeah.
Okay, great. So
I can re-roll it, or would you like to use the same
sure.
dice,
Let's
or-
go ahead. Why don't you go ahead and re-roll
Right.
it?
Sorry, everyone.
but
That's
with
a
hot
6,
instead.
right?
That's
Yeah,
really
that's
cool. We're figuring
Here.
out Monsterhearts 2 by it.
Here. That's a 4.
That's a really
It's a
bad
four.
boy.
All right.
I swore the witch had a sleep
Throwing
spell. I
things out.
swear to God.
Maybe they used
Okay.
to.
You disappear. And meanwhile, so Morgan,
Yeah.
what have you been up to?
I mean, dying.
Yeah.
But other than that, I mean, probably a couple hours have passed since then.
Okay, great. That's right. I forgot that you died.
He's like dead in class.
happens
You like
so
wake up in
frequently.
class. Someone just propped you up.
Okay. So we're gonna go ahead and let's go ahead and zoom and next month.
Yeah,
Is that fine? Can we zoom ahead a month?
I'm okay with it.
Sure.
Is that okay? All right, great.
Sure.
So a
That
month.
time skip.
Yeah, like me and Steve in your house, and you disappeared.
So a month has
We'll
gone
find
by since Chloe disappeared, and I think that Morgan, actually Chloe disappeared, and I think no one's seen Jackie or Iris for a long time as well.
Fantastic.
Oh
So
shit.
you all been in the fairy realm.
All of my followers are gone.
Oh my no! Not your
Oh
fault.
gosh.
Your followers are now my fault.
I have no
Animal
equals. This is
followers.
boring.
And then, Morgan, you revive like the next day. You know, just kind of like you do every day, and you've been kind of going to school like normal. And Saoirse is, I think that. Let's see. Was there a class that Saoirse and Morgan had together?
Computer lab, yeah.
Computer lab. Great. So we're back in computer lab.
Oh shit.
And the two of you are sitting next to each other, and there is a message appears on both of your screens. And Chloe, from wherever you've been, you've found a way to communicate technologically through these computer screens.
Yeah.
Um,
Ooh, interesting.
and
Yeah.
I think that you're at home. But for some reason you can't leave, and Six has been there, and they're wanting you to just kind of be I think you've been like living with them, and they're making you breakfast in the morning, and
I haven't seen my actual parents for
you
a
haven't
while.
seen your actual parents in a while, you know.
Oh
and,
fuck.
you know, they're not wanting you to leave the house.
Okay. So.
Are you also Darkest Self? Did that
Oh, I'm
happen?
Darkest Self right
Yeah.
now. Like
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah, why don't you go ahead and read that Darkest Self script just so we understand what that is.
You find yourself shivering, needy, and alone. The dark power will make some daunting, open-ended demands. Every demand fulfilled will bring you closer to feeling whole again, and removes one of the darkest power strings on you. You escape yourself, darkest self, when the dark power is out of strings with you, or you make a bargain with a more dangerous entity.
Okay, fantastic. So we have to make some unreasonable demands. Yeah, I think the Darkest Self has demanded you don't leave the house, for one, and has demanded that you. What else? I don't know. Yeah, that's all there is for now.
That's
There
for
might be
now.
some other
Like,
ones.
We'll get some more. I think the message is like, please help me, help, 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 and then like, yeah.
And it's clear it's Chloe. It's
Yeah, it's like it's like my old like it's my username for whatever we like because we're kind of like we kind of like talk her and I and like so so it's like an old username or something.
Right.
It's AIM. It
Right.
just pops
Where are
back
you?
up on the screen.
AIM.
Aim.
Yeah.
Where
so
are
it's
you?
home. They're here. Can't leave.
I like close the browser and like get up immediately.
So I think like you close the browser and a notepad pops up on the computer and you're not looking, but the messages just start showing on.
I'm like
Notepad.
already on my way.
Oh yeah, I think it's just something the camera sees.
Shit, I can't get shown up. So, but I will say like OTW. Yeah.
Okay, cool. And then let's talk about what happened in the fairy world.
Yeah.
So I think we see Iris and the Fairy King wandering through the trails, and the Fairy King is
You're wondering how to win the heart of this Jackie person.
Yes, I know she admires me for my natural beauty, but I think that she could have a lot to learn. And I did promise that I would show her the ways of the forest, and that
Yes.
I think that she honestly would help spread the love that the forest provides if we can capitalize on her fan base.
Oh, I don't know very much about the social media trends that are.
Ah, yes, the Lord of the Fae.
Laura Faye actually has 200 million followers.
I mean, a lot
They're
of
all-
tweets.
oh, so many tweets.
Squirrel
Oh, man.
A, squirrel B,
Yeah.
squirrel X.
But I do know a thing or two about the hearts of mortals. You see, the hearts of mortals have many strings that attach them to all the things in the world that they care about. And if you would like to win the heart of Jackie, you must find the things that she cares about and bring them into her life. I think that you could do that, Iris.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, also, when you do find the heart, you're going to want to hide it in a really good hiding place. Like perhaps a silver bird cage. I think I have one of those here.
Ah, yes. And he pulls out this silver bird cage, and there's like this golden heart inside it. It's like, oh, whose was that? I can't remember. And he opens it and takes that heart out. He says, here you go. When you get the heart, you can put it in here. Very good. Kind of disappears in his moss.
Whose was this?
Whose heart is this?
Oh, okay, and you have a
for
string.
Okay.
You have a string on, and he gives you a string. You have a string now on Jackie.
Oh, I have a string now on Jackie, and then I get a string. I give a string to someone, or do I just
So the move, consult with the king,
yeah, it's just I just
is
reveals a hidden
that he
string.
reveals, and that was that.
Yep.
So
And I
you
gain
gained that.
Okay.
Great.
Yeah.
Yeah. So and then so if you want to win Jackie's heart, you just have to discover what it is that she truly desires and loves, and help to bring that beauty into her life. Okay, cool. So
bust into popular.
Iris comes back, and the two of you are together again.
There's like I assume because it's the fairy world, I've had no sense that a month has passed. It's just
Yeah, it's just
Just
time
hang
is
out.
just
It felt like
passing
an hour.
differently,
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was like Narnia.
And it
except
hasn't
for-
been a month for you.
right.
It's just been like you said, an hour or whatever, and the forest creatures have kind of like gradually left, and you realize that you're alone, and that's when Iris comes back, and you've the kind of glowing sparkly nature of the air around you is kind of passed, and time has returned to normal.
And I kind of pop up from where I was sitting on the ground. I'm like, oh my god, you're back. Like, what? I have so many questions, but like, what, who was that? Let's start there. Who was that?
That was the Fairy King. By the way, I'm still naked.
Sure.
Because you're sitting on my clothes. Yeah. So I was like, oh, that's the Fairy King. He's someone I can talk to whenever I need guidance on things.
What's his handle?
I don't know if he has social media or not, but I'm sure those squirrels are really into him.
At Oberon.
At Oberon. And Jackie looks around and she's like, we should go. We should go.
Yeah.
I feel like we should leave.
Awesome. So you all get back to the van, covered in leaves.
Ew.
Some kind of like some kind of mold situation, on the windshield. Door a little stuck, but you get it open. Kind of musty
The back
smelling
door's been
inside.
open because my bike's been there.
Oh yeah, totally, sure. Yeah, but you get in and drive off together. Great.
Iron wood's so dirty. Ew.
So Morgan and Saoirse are on the road, or no, y'all are walking up to.
Yeah, Morgan doesn't have like a car or anything because Chloe was her ride.
Okay, cool.
So Chloe having disappeared, Morgan's just been like walking because she's got an extra like whole night, so it doesn't matter if it takes an hour to get to school or whatever. It doesn't change anything.
I'm gonna bully someone's car. Like, out of them.
Oh shit!
Be
like, Burton, you owe me because you're a fucking liar. Give
We
me your
have Burton's
keys. Oh no, you have Burton's van.
Burton's van,
Alright.
yeah. Yeah, sure. Do you, I bet Steve has a car. You know, bully Steve.
I feel like I've bullied Steve a bit because I have a sense that Steve like knows what's going on. So
Great.
we could do that.
Okay, cool.
If it didn't happen before, we can do it now.
And I mean, I can just stand in the background of this and be like, like.
Sure. Oh yeah, that's right. That's right.
Yeah.
Steve's. You know, I'm not respecting your territory. I'm gonna go ahead and bully Steve.
Go ahead.
I care about these things. I know you don't.
Do you
but
want Steve with you on the scene?
Absolutely not.
Okay, absolutely not. That's great. Okay, cool. So let's not bring Steve into it. Let's just say you bully somebody's car. You get some keys. You get out there.
We'll
Hell,
take it, like-
we break a window. Like it's.
Oh, great.
And
Yeah,
Steve knew nothing.
You
Like,
break a window. You've ridden with Jamila a lot, and you know that she keeps an extra set of keys in her thing. You know, in her I don't know. She's got some like Fiat.
Right.
Yeah.
You know,
We'll borrow
that
Jamila's
her
car.
parents gave her. Okay, great. So you bust in Jamila's window, and like sure enough, the keys are like right there in the sun visor,
I like
they
look
always are.
over. I'm like, you better drive. I'm not a very good driver.
All right. Yeah. So you make it over to the house, and Chloe. You make it over to Chloe's house, and the lights are off.
I get out and I look at you and I go, "Let me go first. Anything bad happens, I'll be fine." Like, like walk up to the door, sort of just in front of you if you're following me, Saoirse. And like try and open the door. Like,
Yeah,
I don't even knock or anything. I just try and like push my way.
Yeah, great. You open the door, and I'm just trying to decide if like everything's just like normal, and like Steve's in some weird like upside down, or you're in some like upside down, or if they just kind of did away with your parents somehow. Actually, you know what? I think what's going on. You go in and you see that Chloe's mom and dad are sitting at the lunch table, and say, "Oh, hi. How are you?"
Hi, Mr. and Mrs.
Pierce.
Yeah, I remember you. Your name's Morgan, isn't it?
Yeah, is Chloe here?
This is the mom speaking. Chloe? Who's Chloe? And Chloe, you hear them come in. For the past like month, your parents have been pretending like you don't exist, like they can't see you.
I'm gonna go upstairs.
Okay, so like I'm talking to them and you like pass by to the staircase sort of thing immediately.
And like, can I I go to my bedroom door and open it, like if I can.
Yeah, great. Yeah, you should. Of course.
I'm
yeah.
like, okay, thank God you're here. My parents don't recognize me, and those people keep showing up randomly and bringing me food and shit.
Yeah, that's weird.
I'm making some arrangements, however, and she like pulls you in, and she's like real like jittery right now,
Yeah.
like and on edge, like, and you can see like so the curtains are drawn, and there's like the only real light in the room is that like, computer screen and you see, and there's like you can see there's like pentagrams and such on the ground, and like candles that haven't been lit yet,
Yeah.
and things that's just like I have an idea.
All right, tell me you got this under control.
I do not have this under control, but I have an idea.
Mm-hmm.
I could use your help.
What's your idea?
Things like them found me once. I'm pretty sure more have to exist, otherwise we're all fucked. I'm gonna find one, and I'm gonna get it to help me, get rid of them, and then we'll figure it out from there.
So you're going to try to make a deal with someone bigger to get rid of these 6?
Yeah,
Yeah,
like
7 for example.
7.
Yeah, no, for sure. Like 12, whatever.
Right. Don't you think you'll just wind up right here again?
Not if I do what I say. Not if I do
That's
what I...
pathetic.
Damn. Ow.
And I think she's like, yes, it fucking is. Would you like to be here with me instead? Because I would love to have the company.
I'm not gonna help you sign up to do the bidding of some other jerks. You want to get out from under these people and grow a spine. Otherwise, I'm out of here.
Let me think.
Damn.
You trying to shut down Chloe?
Shots fired.
I'm offering you a string.
Okay, sounds great.
Yeah, I'm doing a string to tempt you to do what.
So experience if I don't make a
want.
thing, like a deal with another thing?
Yeah.
Is what I'm hearing.
Yeah, I think that's how it works.
Yeah, that's fine. That'll do it.
Can I, what would be your suggestion if we were to do that? Is I guess like her response. Like, what would be your plan?
They said out loud that you could give up the stuff they gave you, and they would leave you alone. Do that.
Just give it all up. Everything I am now. Become that piece of shit I used to be again.
You're not really any better now.
I feel better.
Cut deep.
Yeah. Be that as it may.
Yeah.
You be your own master, or, you know.
Okay, is it okay if we cut that scene there?
Yeah.
Okay, it's a little bit of a hanger. So I just want to do, I think, one last kind of big scene because we, I think, are we running close to time?
We've got another half hour.
I have another half hour. Okay, great. So I won't be in a huge hurry. But I would like to propose, if you like this idea, Jackie, that we move ahead to another weekend party that's happening at your house. And this is kind of like a welcome home party where everyone's just really stoked because you've been gone for a long. You were gone for a long time. You can kind of decide what you've told people. But is that okay?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Would you tell us a little bit about this party that you've invited everybody to and what it's like?
Yeah. I throw this party. I tell everyone that after going to the woods and like doing this thing, this Iris X Jackie channel, I realized a lot of things about myself, and I just want to relaunch the channel, etc., etc. And I'm making like a big like comeback event out of it.
The rebrand.
Yeah, the rebranding.
Nice.
I think I call myself, instead of Jackie Price, I'm now just Jacqueline. On
Like just Jacqueline?
Just Jacqueline.
Yeah,
capital
nice.
J, capital J.
Yeah, nice.
And like I'm doing this big rebrand about how instead of like trying to be I'm trying to be like real.
Yeah, and try to instead of being fake, you're being real.
Yeah, but I'm equally fake. But
Yeah, yeah, of course.
yeah, it's
We all understand.
same shit, different day. And so I'm throwing this party and like inviting all my friends, and instead of like dressing all the way up, I'm trying to be like casual, and like just doing this whole rebranding launch party.
Nice. So, Saoirse, you're there? You'd go to this party?
Yeah.
And Iris, you'd go there?
Yeah, obviously.
Yeah. Morgan, you'd be
Oh
there?
yeah, definitely.
Okay, cool. Yeah, and Chloe.
I mean, the last party I went to, I got murdered. So hell yeah.
Six said it was totally fine if you and Steve went together. So.
Yeah, I think I did the deal. Like I tried to make a deal with something else rather than Six.
Oh,
like
okay,
I think
cool.
I told him no. Like I don't.
Okay, you told them no, and you try. Okay, well, fictionally that hasn't happened yet.
Sure.
But so you're currently in this situation.
Okay.
Yeah.
I just want to know how much time I guess we had skipped.
Not enough time for you to make that kind of
Cool.
deal. Yeah.
In that case, no. Fuck that. I'm not going with Steve.
You're not going with Steve.
I'm still like.
So you're gonna stay at home.
Yeah. Like,
Okay. Or defy them.
Defying them sounds good.
Okay.
Let's do
I
that
think you
one.
can have my
Great.
XP if you do that.
Yeah. All right.
From the tempting you. Yeah.
Cool.
Okay. Great.
Like still defy them even if I don't give like just like okay cool.
So you snuck out of
You
the.
grow a spine, which is what
Yeah.
Saoirse has.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. So your phone's been buzzing a lot. Maybe you just got rid of
I
it.
think I chucked it
fucking
out.
chuck it in the
Like,
woods,
yeah.
yeah.
Like,
That sounds
Still
great.
gonna buzz though.
Yeah,
It's just gonna
like I'm
keep
still gonna
showing
hear
up.
the buzz.
Yeah.
Like I keep reaching for it, but I can't grab it anymore because it's not there. I just keep like they're pressing a button in my head to make me.
All right, fantastic. So, yeah, I imagine. So, y'all arrive at this party, and things are bumping, and maybe Feast of the Titans. Would you invite a band like Feast of the Titans to do a set at?
Yes, because it's very distinct from my previous branding.
Oh,
and
yes.
So like now it's part of my new branding, but secretly I hate it.
Of course you do.
And what's your house like? What's the house that you throw this party at? Are you from a wealthy family, or like middle class, or like working class?
Like upper middle class.
Okay.
So yeah, like pretty like nice suburban home, and I've like taken anything that seems too ostentatious and kind of hidden it away.
Okay.
So
nice.
that it looks more real.
Okay, great. So so who arrives together?
I mean, I don't know if I can arrive with Chloe, but I would.
I mean,
if I
that's
can.
fine.
I think I would have like literally walked to your house and been like, I'm going. Fuck
Yeah,
them.
yeah. And I'm like, all right, I got your back. You know, like in the words of like Inheritance, like, I got your back. So like, you know, there's like a moment of like closeness, you know, where she like holds
Yeah.
your hand or something.
And like,
And she's super fucking cold, but you know.
I think it's like there's definitely like that nervousness is like back, and like I feel like the dye in her hair is definitely like
It's
faded.
like faded, yeah.
And but it's like she's like trying to fake that confidence a little bit, but maybe a little bit of it's
Great.
real. Like,
So
Yeah,
yeah.
fake it
so the
till
two of
you
you
make it.
are walking up,
Yeah.
and you know, Stacy, your community manager, says, "Oh, yeah, Chloe's here. She's in that." She's in that Feast of the Titans thing. I hope you don't. You know, I actually do think it'll be good. She's gotten a reasonable number of followers on SoundCloud, so I think it's going to help
I don't
out.
know why, but I guess I can like film it.
Yeah, we should act nice to her
Yeah.
and act like we're big fans. Now I'll just take a few pictures. Is that okay? Iris, you're probably there too, since
Oh yeah,
the two
Iris
of you are
and I
since party
imagine has
together.
like, just been hanging out with
Great.
Jackie like
So-
all the
Yeah.
time.
Yeah, it's fine, I guess.
Yeah, we'll take some selfies and everything. Oh, they're here. And the two of you arrive.
Yeah, like walk up. I'm just standing like, because they care about Chloe. They don't really care about me because I'm not part of this band.
And Kim's taking some pictures.
So I like sort of am looking around more while they're doing their like selfie thing.
Okay.
I'm taking a look around like who else is here and like whether there's anybody because I'm feeling that itch again, right?
Okay.
Like, like
Oh,
I need-
you're
I
a
need
little hungry.
I need
Yeah.
somebody to like
Yeah,
be
totally.
scared.
Okay,
Yeah,
fantastic.
so I'm
Yeah, you definitely.
I'm doing the like death glare.
Yeah, Steve is hanging out with Jamila and Sonia over by the Punch.
I'm gonna walk over.
Okay, great. We'll leave it there for a moment.
Yeah.
So I want to see what happens with these.
Yeah,
two, and then
definitely.
We'll come to that, and I'll remember you as well.
Fashionably late.
Yeah.
Like, for sure.
Fantastic.
So yeah, I definitely
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
take a breath and I'm like,
Werewolves don't wear watches.
Chloe, hey, I'm so glad you can make it. This music is so great. Like, I really want to talk to you more about like metal and everything. I'm just now getting into it.
Click.
Yeah, sure, that'd be great. I'm glad to be out of the house. Like just straight up like.
Yeah, well, I'm glad you can make it to the party.
There's like a synthesizer in one arm, like the guitar over her shoulder, and like a laptop in a bag. Like, yeah.
So you're homeschooling now?
Not exactly.
Are you just, well, whatever. Are you gonna play some songs for us later?
Yeah.
Do you want to talk a little bit about them and like what they mean and like?
Oh, I'd love to hear that.
Yeah, you're gonna be disappointed. None of them mean shit.
So deep.
Like,
Oh my God, Chloe, you're so real.
Really raw.
Yes,
and she's just like really confused. Like, I don't know what the fuck is happening.
It seems like it's such an organic sound. I bet.
Yeah, that's what
Yeah.
synthesizers do. Make things sound more organic.
Yeah.
Yeah, totally. I love
Yeah.
synthesizers.
I love
How they do
organic
that.
synth.
So
Organic
vague.
synth is so in right now.
organic synth is so in.
That's a synth.
Wow, just say more smart things.
Yeah, I'm gonna go set up real, like, there's, do you have a table set up, right, for me?
She's such an artist.
Yeah, table, right? That's all you need, right? Because this
Yeah.
is like acoustic. It's like really authentic.
I have my own, like, amp and shit, too. Like, it's, like, just to give me a table, we're fine.
Yeah, sure. Burton, what are you doing?
Oh,
It doesn't
yeah,
matter
yeah,
what you're doing.
I'm here.
Go get a table for Chloe.
Okay, Burton's been on the sauce a little bit.
He's already started drinking. At
He
the
started
party.
drinking. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Table.
So
Goes
yeah,
next
just, like, follows, what's his name?
Burton.
Yeah, follows Burton, and just go, like, unload all the stuff, put the amp right there, and all that, and be like, and just, yeah.
All right, sounds great. Okay, and then meanwhile, so you are heading over to that Punch bowl
Yeah,
where
so
Steve
I go
and
over to
Jamel
where
and
Steve's
Sonia-
at, and I'm like trying to angle it so I come up behind Steve more than like in his field of vision.
Oh yeah,
I'm, like,
so
walking
you
towards
sneak
him.
up, he doesn't see you.
Yeah, and I get right next to him.
Yeah, and
I,
then so God, your book is just going so great.
and I like
it's really
put
like
my arm around his shoulder because I imagine Morgan to be slightly taller than him. You
yeah,
know?
totally.
Like, put my arm around his shoulder.
He like kind of looks down at the arm, and he's just like, "Oh, hi,
And
hi, Morgan.
I like lean in enough that there's like weight on him. You know what I mean? A little bit. And I go.
You're kind of heavy there."
And I go. It's nice to see you again.
You know it's not lunchtime, right?
Yeah, I know.
And even if I had lunch money, I gave it, and you took it from me, I might say something like, you should spend that money on some exfoliant, because that's what Jackie told me to tell you.
The fucking callback. And I go, and I look him in the eyes, like, and my eyes are like sort of like dead, you know, like
Yeah.
these very like dead fish eyes.
He's just fucking
And
petrified.
I look at him in the eyes and I go, "You sure you want to tell me that? You 100% sure?
Honestly, no.
Like 1,000% sure?"
I mean, that's 100 would be enough, sure, if I was that sure, but the way this is how math works. But I'm no. And Jamila and Sonia are like, "Hey, Morgan, you're being kind of a bully. Yeah, you're being kind of a bully. Why don't you leave Steve alone?"
And I like turn my attention for Steve. I'm still leaning on him.
Yeah.
I turn my attention for Steve and I look at the two of them and I go, "What the fuck do you think I'm doing?" You know, like yes, obviously. Buzz off.
All right, roll with cold.
I'm busy. Yeah.
Shut those fools
I'm
down.
gonna shut those nerds.
I'm gonna be so proud of them if they
Right
stand up
now.
to you, though.
Shut those Girl
But then I
Scouts
have
down.
to escalate.
They'll be back
you
in
have
my
to
good
fucking-
yeah,
graces
man, you
if
gotta
they survive.
That is an 11.
Oh yeah, so that works. They're just like, yeah.
I think it's not so much what I say, but just like that it's like very drawn out and very like I don't fucking care what you have to say. Like very dead.
Yeah.
And
This is so.
and
Yeah,
I'm
I
gonna
think you're giving
I'm
them a
gonna give
condition
them
here.
both the condition scared.
Sounds great.
Hey, delicious.
Yeah, they're terrified of you.
And I'm gonna mark experience because I do that when I
Great.
succeed.
Leave me and my bullied kid alone.
Yeah.
Never talk to them again.
Are you sure you want to be victims number 2 and 3?
Come on, and they're terrified, and their eyes are like all wide, and they're like, oh, come on, let's go, and they leave. They actually leave the party. Yeah, and
Nice.
so it's just you and Steve.
And so again, like I'm a little bit too close to Steve, and I go like, "So what you been up to?"
Well, I've been working on your book a lot, and I've been. I just came to this party because my mom says I should go out more, and so I came here.
You and we should hang out.
Honestly, Morgan, I used to think you were pretty cool when I first met you, and I was kind of hoping, we could be friends. And then you started taking my lunch money every day.
What makes you think that we're not friends?
Well, friends don't take each other's lunch money.
I think you've got a very shallow definition of friend. We have a very intimate relationship.
Okay, then.
Talk to each other every day.
Yeah.
Here I am. Look how close I am.
Yeah, you're a little too close. Hey, friend, why don't you keep your hands to yourself?
And I like take my hands off of him.
And he's like, oh, and why don't you leave me alone?
Don't push your luck.
I think I have a text, and he pulls out his phone. Yep. I'll see you later.
And I go. I'm leaving because I want to,
Okay,
not
cool.
because you told me to. And then walk off because I'm happy with having scared the other two. And there's that whole
Great.
and I feel whole again, and I don't have to do this anymore, kind of
totally.
thing.
So
and
it's-
I move off to wherever Chloe's table is.
Great.
To,
Yeah, and
rejoin.
you leave Steve there on his own. Okay, so when do you arrive to the party? What's the party like when you finally do get there?
Yeah, I feel like it's the middle of your set.
Right.
So you're going, and I'm sniffing around to see like if this is sanctioned by your masters or what. So
You can probably tell by her
that.
posture that it's not. 'Cause
Yeah.
she's not like. I think the music is actually like. The music's something she's completely competent at, like by herself. That's not something they gave her. But I think like her posture is definitely still more like old Chloe, not new Chloe.
Great. So Chloe's performing, and people are kind of like nodding along, listening. You've got your headphones. You're like doing your thing, and you walk up to listen, and Jackie and Iris are there in the audience, kind of like watching as well. And they notice you arrive.
Mm-hmm.
Two of them were both missing for a month. Kind of weird, right?
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
weird.
So what do you do now?
Yeah, so I get a drink, and I sort of shove to the front of the crowd where you two are, because like your host, whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm sitting and like, you two go on a cruise or something? Where have you been the past month?
Month? It's like, look, I don't know what happened. I went to the woods for like a day and then came back and all my followers are gone, and now I'm doing this.
Yeah, what day was that?
Yesterday.
So
you haven't told anybody about the whole Fairy King business. That's
Oh, I promise not to.
that's true.
oh
That's
yeah,
true.
perfect.
Yeah, you
And
can't,
then,
can't break a promise.
Yeah.
Especially with
And then Charisse,
Saoirse.
Saoirse, I'm sorry.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's enough questions about where Jackie and I have been. Jacqueline and I have been.
Yeah, I'm just Jacqueline now.
Jacqueline.
Just Jacqueline.
That doesn't sound suspicious at all.
Well, you're not saying it right to begin with.
Yeah.
So
I mean, you're not helping her brand.
You're on board with the brand thing now, huh?
Well, she's all natural now.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, you go all natural? Is
All
that
natural.
animal safe makeup?
I'm not wearing any makeup.
Yeah.
Shut up.
Right.
So brutal.
So I'm
she's
so curious.
She's beautiful just the way she is.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm sniffing around like this is interesting.
Something's fishy.
Yeah, I'm gonna do some heightened senses over
Okay,
here,
sounds
and
great.
it's gonna go terrible because everything's going great for me, and that's a problem.
Yeah.
Yeah, 6. Good.
Oh, it's 6.
Yeah.
Ross is like, crap.
Yeah. So why don't you go ahead and ask me? So you're trying to make sense of a charged situation. You feel like this is a charged situation because they're like
Yeah.
maybe because they're high. What about this feels charged to you?
Yeah. So there are like weird powers that are messing with people, and you don't know you were gone for a month, and you just said, "Don't ask questions,"
Yeah.
and that's suspicious. And I said it was suspicious because it was suspicious, and I'm
Okay.
not subtle.
I mean,
So
Jake,
like, what the fuck, Iris?
Why don't you
You
go
know.
ahead and choose a question from that list and ask me anyway?
Brilliant.
That's always a good.
Yes,
good
the
sign.
scariest possible MC move.
Yeah,
Just do it anyway.
I want a who's in control here.
Who's in control here?
Mm-hmm.
Who's in control here?
I'm not necessarily going to do anything about it, but I want to know. I resent not knowing.
No, totally. Yeah, well, probably who's in control here would probably be 6, who you didn't realize were here, but you can smell them, and they're watching the set right now, with everybody else, but everyone else is just kind of like ignoring them.
Can I set myself up in a position that is like looking at Chloe's computer screen over their
Sure,
shoulder
of course.
while they're like doing their thing?
Yeah.
Like I'm up on the the behind the stage, quote unquote, the like where you're working, because I just like have no boundaries when it comes to you. I'm like just like my best friend, you know.
Friends. Good.
Just for the scene.
Choice.
Oh, great. Yeah, totally. Yeah. So what do you do?
Oh, sorry. So 6 is here. I'm gonna I'm gonna like. Actually, you're there. You're visible, right? Like you're my dealing
Yeah,
with
I'm right
six,
behind.
buddy.
I'm right behind Chloe. Yeah.
So I'm gonna come up. You're performing though, right?
Yeah, like I have like headphones on, guitar.
Are you trying to like get my attention?
Yeah.
Or something?
I mean, not in a subtle way, like a.
Okay, you like grab my arm
floppy
and pull.
ghoul kind of way.
As soon as you grab my arm and pull, you hear like a ripping stitch, and I'm like, fuck, you know, and like move in that direction, 100%.
6 is here.
You want to take care of it?
Yeah.
All right, point him out. Because I don't know who this is. So.
Yeah, I'm like searching the crowd now.
I think they're there, and because of your psychic nature.
Also, who the fuck is 6?
And because of you have this
cool.
kind of inherently like magical nature, near the supernatural nature. So I think you can sense them, or maybe they want you to see them.
Yeah.
But yeah, they're just they're just walking around. Like I think one of them is walking around inside, just kind of like appraising and like looking at all the kids, and another one is sitting in a car parked in the driveway, and another one is in the crowd, kind of like swaying a little bit to the music, and another one is kind of like standing right behind Chloe, just kind of like watching with these adoring eyes.
They're
And
splitting up. This is delicious. That one. So
You like point at someone, and
I
I'm
hone
like,
in on
and I'm like, all right, and I just like go straight up to this person, right away, and I'm like, who the fuck are you? What are you doing here? I never seen you before. Like really aggressive.
And
Totally.
I'm just gonna grab him from behind.
Okay,
Just
cool.
snap.
Yeah, what are your intentions? What are you doing?
I'm gonna rough him up.
Okay, great.
So I'm gonna do some harm to them because I'm in charge here.
That sounds great. So you distract and then you go ahead and do that. Go ahead and roll a volatile. Sounds like you're lashing out physically.
Yeah, I'll leave that to you.
6.
Just a 6.
It's a 6.
Oh
6
my
on
god,
6.
that's terrible. And you don't have any strings on 6 to spend either.
No,
I sure don't.
They
In
have
fact,
strings.
6 has a string on me.
Yeah, this is terrible. I mean, this is really bad.
Yeah.
Every time you all try to do something bad to 6, and I would really love it if you won, you know? But you keep missing all of the moves, and then I'm forced to do something terrible to you all.
But I mean that's okay because we only have like 15 minutes left. So.
That's great. Okay, so you grab 6, and you grab one of the 6s, and the other kids at the party all turn to you and say, "What is it that you intend to do with us?"
Oh shit! Like everyone? Jesus.
Yeah,
Except
for y'all.
The music
President-
stops
Yeah.
at this point. Like, oh shit.
I'm like,
Stop fucking with the people in this town.
Oh, we were invited here. We were invited here by Chloe. And like all of them speaking at once, like.
And I like.
this is my party.
Yeah. Like, Iris and Jacqueline and I are like, what the fuck is going on right now?
Yeah.
Like, okay, I invited you, but can go get
What
out.
is going on here?
Shut up, Steve.
Why is
He's also not affected.
No, he's the new me. They're fucking
Yeah.
I
training him. or whatever.
because I'm in front of the one that you tried to grab, right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna be like, you were invited. I'm uninviting you. Fuck off.
This is my
like,
territory.
As shut down as I can.
Yeah, go ahead and roll with cold.
Yeah.
Yes.
What'd you get?
10.
Okay, you got a 10. So that gives you a string on that?
I'm gonna give them I can give them a condition.
Oh, give him a condition. Give 6 a condition.
What condition should I give 6? I'm gonna give 6 a condition intimidated.
Intimidated.
Oh, boy.
Okay, great.
Because like they're supernatural. They
Yeah.
know I'm supernatural.
Yeah.
They know what kind of supernatural that is. Like they can't destroy me.
totally.
It's like impossible.
Yeah.
I'm gonna add. This is our territory.
This is literally my house.
Yeah.
Cool. They say, okay, we'll leave. Sorry. And they all turn and leave.
Like all the kids walk out.
except for Steve.
All the kids left.
Bah.
What the?
Oh, and your followers aren't affected either. Yeah.
Okay, good. So it's just like me and like my gangs.
Yeah,
That's
and
my-
like Kate is like who's been streaming this time is just like we're getting a lot of shares.
Oh
Am I
fuck!
being pranked right now?
This is like a flash mob.
Who set this up? Did you set this
up? No one set this up.
I told you I should have made a fucking deal.
What's going on here right now,
No,
guys?
this is good.
What is going on?
Everyone's gone. All of them.
They're right there. So, I'm gonna
Chloe,
follow
did you
them.
ruin my party on purpose?
No, I didn't fucking ruin your party. Who gives a shit about your party?
I fucking give a shit about my. Okay, you're gonna have to reimburse me for this.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna punch her.
Okay.
Like,
Go for
like
it.
straight up.
So
give me
go
dice
on.
for you.
Wait, you would find this-
Quick question.
And then roll to turn me on.
Can I consider that as like a breach of a like contract, like a breaking a promise?
Ooh, what was the promise?
Like her like not paying.
No, I never promised to do that.
These are
She
promises.
just-
These are promises for you.
Okay.
So they're contracts between you and these other people.
Okay.
I'm just being an asshole.
Yeah, that's
Oh my
that's
God.
a
Oh my
12. Sorry, technically an 11.
Oh my god.
Okay, so why don't you go ahead and read out the last chapter?
Oh, I'm sorry.
I believe Jackie gets to make a choice here.
Yeah, so lash out physically. Roll a fall tale. On a 10 up, you deal them harm, and they choke up momentarily before they can. Before they can react. Yeah, that's it.
Okay, great. So you hit Jackie, like a punch or
Oh,
like a
like
slap
I
or like
think
a-
I've literally fucking hit her with my guitar.
Wow.
Like it's literally
Oh,
just like
man.
I'm holding it and like I'm not gonna drop it. I think I'd literally just like hit her in the back with it. I'm like, fuck you.
Wow, like assaulting her, like
Yes, I'm actually assaulting her.
Okay, is that are you okay with that happening in the fiction?
Yeah,
Is
that's
that-
totally fine.
Okay,
so
great.
I like get hit with the guitar and
Yeah.
like I'd probably just fall down.
Oh yeah,
and-
Like crumple.
you probably get knocked out.
Yeah.
you know, honestly.
Yeah, that's
G
I was.
resonates through the PA system.
By the
Yeah,
way,
and-
I am like everybody in here who's like confused and fucking terrified and
Yeah.
like what the fuck's happening. I'm
Oh,
fucking
yeah.
loving it.
Oh,
This
well,
is like
great.
an aura of yes for me. So this is all cool by me. I'm just like watching it all happen and being like, yeah, okay. You know?
So I imagine Jackie's gang like comes after you.
That's fair. That's a fair assessment.
Great.
Yeah.
So they're I think Barton just wants to beat the crap out of you.
Yeah.
And
They do have
Katie,
a willingness to die.
yeah. And Kate calls up her, pulls up her phone, and starts calling, and calls the police.
Yeah.
I'll
Yeah, and
shut,
like
I'll
it's the
st-
and
stop that.
like
yeah.
Okay.
Stacy was streaming it, right? So like
Yeah.
it's like
Yeah.
it's fucking
No,
on
they
the
stopped.
internet.
They stopped streaming right now when the assault thing happened, and now
Yeah.
they're trying to deal with that
Yeah,
physical
yeah.
danger.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
gonna get out.
Okay, so you're running away.
Yes.
So and you're sure you grab the phone.
Yeah, I was gonna follow all that, and then this happened, and I'm like, hard eyes.
Great.
So like, Katie
You
starts
grab-
calling the cops. I just
You
take
grab
her
Stacy's
phone.
phone. Make the runaway move. So then roll fall attack.
That's for 3 technically.
That's 3. Oh, great. Okay, cool. So
There you go.
great. So you run away, but the cops catch you and put you in jail.
Sure.
fucking juvie.
Yeah. And Iris, what are you doing?
I want to try and do healing on
healing.
Jacqueline.
You like some healing fairy magic?
Yeah.
All right. Sure. What's that like?
Let's see. Well, Jacqueline's unconscious on the ground, and I want to try and resuscitate her because
Oh,
she's
there's
got-
not like a healing move that you
Well,
It
there's-
says here.
When you
Yeah,
tend to
take-
someone's wounds,
Oh.
they heal a harm. If there's like erotic subtext, they heal an additional harm.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
That was from memory.
Yeah.
What move is
Anyways.
that?
It's the
Oh, I
Yeah,
see.
it's not healing.
We can all
Okay,
just
great.
erotically heal each other.
Oh yeah, it's amazing. I
Oh,
love
just in general. Okay,
Yeah.
got it.
Yeah. So.
Okay, cool. Let's go ahead and flash forward to that scene when the two of you you're being so.
Like most everybody else.
I think Jackie gets brought inside, is sitting on the couch. You've taken the phone from Stacy,
Yeah.
and then Katie is like, "Hey, what are you doing?"
Like, don't get the cops involved.
Oh wait, so the cops didn't get involved. You ran off.
Yeah.
Well, you ran off and failed your
Okay,
run move,
great.
so like
Yeah,
they didn't
okay,
get
great.
called by
But
Stacy,
somebody-
but they could
somebody-
still.
Someone
Someone-
else could have grabbed me,
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
or whatever. Like
Okay, great. So what are you trying to do right now?
So, I can tell you, like, so we told your boss, huh?
My
We just
boss?
ran them out of town.
You think that was my... I have no idea what you're talking about, what just happened.
You're saying you don't work for the creepy, bald witch demons?
I don't...
A likely story.
The only... I don't know anything of demons. I know of the Fairy King.
The Fairy King?
Fairy King? Demons?
Go on.
He's my friend, and he leads me through the woods, and we talk about things.
Mm-hmm. Does he lead other people through the woods? For
No.
months?
Just me. Everybody else just kind of has to wait
For months.
for a while.
Smell the wine.
They don't know that it's been a while, though.
Ah. Well, she seems happy.
So you're tending to Jackie as this is happening.
Yeah. And
Bandage around her head. Or
yeah, like wrapping her in it. Like, Jackie, you know, she's special.
Oh.
Yeah, different stress.
Especially now when she decided to give up the whole beauty thing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Focus more on her natural beauty.
to be honest, the vibe that I get from your weird demonic overlord is much more mellow than the other one, so I think I'm gonna give this a pass.
Just fine, whatever.
It's a hard pass.
Pass on Fairy King.
Yeah, but you don't have like animals in the fairy kingdom, do you? Like magic animals?
Oh yeah, tons of them.
Yeah, I was gonna say, why do you ask?
I want you to show me. I'll keep your secret, but I want you to show me the fairy kingdom.
Ooh.
Oh. Well, only if Jackie's cool with it, but she's just wake her up.
Yeah, I think Jackie's come. You've come to now, and just like, whoa, you know, your vision's a little bit hazy, and you see the the kind of blurry colors of Iris and Saoirse, then like coalesce into, you can see who they are. You're in your living room.
Did that bitch hit me?
Yeah, she cracked you in the back of the skull with a guitar.
Kim, did you get that?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
But you need to tell Saoirse to give me back my phone.
You're not gonna call the cops, are you?
Yes, I'm gonna call the cops.
Why would you get the police
Jackie
involved?
was just assaulted. That is not okay.
She's
You
fine
can't
now.
hit people with a guitar.
I mean, I can. I did.
Well,
You're fine, right? You don't have to make this a whole thing.
Are we fine with this, Jackie? Are we fine with this?
Is that good for your brand? Do you get clobbered at your own party?
We're just gonna hold on to the B-roll until we make the revenge video later.
yeah.
We're holding on to the B-roll, but we're gonna make a revenge video.
Yes.
I return the phone.
All right, great. So Stacy takes her phone back.
But
And I'm
also,
gonna-
like, what the fuck is going on?
So
You gonna tell her or should I?
Are you two? Are you cheating on me?
What the?
no, I just brought you back from unconscious land or unconscious.
Wait, are you two a thing?
I thought we were a thing.
We are a thing.
It was
Okay.
adorable.
What? Okay, what is going on?
Jackie, don't worry about it. She's just asking about, him. Oberon.
Why do you want to know about Oberon?
You can be in the scene too if you want, Morgan.
Oh
not
no,
sure where you're at right
I like when they all went inside. I stayed outside.
now. Okay, great.
Yeah. My end is basically like that was fucking awesome.
Yes.
Yeah. I don't know if you heard, but this is my home, my territory. I feel a little responsible when weirdos come into our town and start messing with people. I need to make sure that they're on the up and up. You were gone for a month. Like, look at this. Look at your history. Look at your posting history.
And like take it and like.
You're in the woods with that guy.
We covered for you as best as we could. We kind of recycled some old posts.
Okay. That everything is weird. Here's what I think we should do. We should go to the woods, and then we'll do the Just Jacqueline, but I'm gonna collab with both of you because, like, seriously, your cheekbones are like amazing. We should just go to the woods and, like, I don't know, talk to Oberon or whatever the fuck you want to do, but like, I need to get my numbers back up. So as long as you're willing to help me out, yes, let's go.
Okay.
Let's go.
Okay, scene. Next scene, maybe the next day, Chloe, the jailer visits you and says, your mom's here to pick you up.
You're jailer.
So why don't you put on your stuff, come on out.
It's just like, fuck.
Keep it clean, kid.
Yep, yes, sir. Sorry, sir.
I gotta keep the guitar. Sorry about that. But it's evidence.
That sucks.
Yeah, really sucks. Sucks for me too. I'm just kidding. It doesn't suck for me. It mostly sucks for you. Get on out.
That's great. That's amazing. And that's her saying that as she's leaving.
Great. And one of the sixes is there to see you, and another one is driving the car. Is in a car outside with 3 others in the back seat.
Didn't they tell you to leave?
What's that?
We're at time. So
we're at time.
I don't want
Sounds
to go
great.
too far.
Yeah,
right.
no, totally. Great. So we can cut that scene there, and should we just do like a little quick debrief, kind of like wrap up? Or?
Yeah, totally.
Sure, yeah.
I mean, I like where all the characters have landed.
Yeah,
Like at
sounds
this
great.
point, I think is everybody okay with like ending it right here?
do we have 5? Do we have 5 minutes?
Yeah, we definitely do.
Okay, sounds great. So what I'd like to do is just facilitate a brief debrief process. So what I like to do for this at the end of a session, I'd like to just kind of go around and give everyone the opportunity to share either experience they had, maybe an appreciation of someone else, like a moment they enjoyed from the game, or just anything that you feel like sharing.
Yeah.
And for everyone else, let's just kind of like witness that and listen to that, and until we kind of go around. And then if there's some more time, we can do a little chit chat.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
Sure.
can I? We're definitely we're already over, so we'll just
Great.
do the 5 minutes. But also if you want to during that time, we're on stream right now. Shout yourself out, say the stuff that you do or that you want to talk about.
Sounds great.
In the whole talking about the moment from the game or what have you.
Sounds great. Yeah, so I'm Ross Kalman, at Ross Kalman, heardthedrinkcrew.com, and I just wanted to share that I really enjoyed the opportunity to run this for you all. You're all wonderful players. Thanks so much for playing Monsterhearts with me. That's great.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and everyone else, let's just
yeah.
keep the chat back. Let's just give everyone that little moment.
I'm Najo Tikor, aka Tris Ray. You find me on Twitter at Tris_CHI, and I really enjoyed being able to just be completely useless and letting you guys drive everything forward and just witness the madness. So thank you all so much.
Hi, I'm Alice, also known as Tafcat on the internet. You can find me at Tafcat _ on Twitter and such. I'm also on Patreon, Tafcat, TAFKAT. I'm a game designer. I make a game called Kiss for the World and stuff, and I'll talk about it later. But anyways, this game was amazing. I had so much fun. It's my favorite game ever. And April, your character is by far my favorite. So just there you go.
Hi, I'm Distracted Elf. You already know who I am. I'm not even gonna bother. We're on my channel. If you don't, that would be weird. But I really enjoyed how much Chloe's shit just overflowed into everybody else.
Infernals tend to do that.
Which it was so good. It was alright, I'm gonna help. I don't know what any of this is, but I like Chloe, so I guess I'm fucking help, I guess. You can't destroy me, so whatever. It was super fun.
Hi, I'm Krista, also at Krabastore on Twitter and Twitch and Instagram and stuff, and pronounced she, her, and I really enjoyed playing a game. Like I'm still very new to the whole story-based RPG thing, and I really liked like getting to be involved in characters, and I especially loved the whole like chat session between you and
like talking.
yeah, just it was really great, and I also liked the whole trying to woo the girl that was like trying to like not like play cool. It was fun.
Yeah, it was good.
Yeah.
I'm April Kit Walsh. I'm at PrillKit on Twitter. I am writing an RPG, which is tentatively called Thirsty Sword Lesbians. It's a romantic fantasy, romantic space opera powered by the Apocalypse game. And when I'm not doing that, I'm a civil liberties attorney and I fight for your rights online. My favorite moments that I wasn't involved with were your slow romance, your descent into Iris.
Yeah.
That was amazing to watch. I loved Floppy Ghoul, and I also loved you like opening up to me, expecting me to be sympathetic, and just being horrible.
Yeah.
But productively horrible.
Yeah.
Okay, that concludes
Thanks.
our session of Monsterhearts.
Also, Eric, shout yourself out.
Yeah.
You're over there.
Hey everybody, I'm Eric Fulgaris everywhere. And come to GoPlay Northwest and have your game stream. And I can't talk anymore because I'm hearing myself on stream and talking and it's really weird. Okay, bye. Thanks everybody.